Hi, I'm Danny Nightmare.
I'm Gory B Movie.
Welcome to the 6th annual AHHSCARES Awards. Oh man, we got a stacked card tonight. So let's see, we got a lot of people in the crowd already waiting for us. Well, not for us, probably the people who'll be presenting later, but... Alright. Yeah, you know, we were just doing some double checks there. I'm not good at tying a tie.
You look handsome.
It's like a reverse Windsor. Anyways, we got Jason Omegle. I see Dead West. Cheers to fears. Oh yeah, I can cheers to some fears right now. Cheers everybody who showed up. I don't even know what's happening on the other one right now. Some people are probably winning something.
Ooh, Sally the zombie cheerleader.
Ooh, good. Yes, we got lots of new faces today. We got a lot of returning favorites. You know, I wish we could have everybody every time. We've had a lot of great guests all the time. So, you're probably wondering who won that Lifetime Achievement Award. That's the best way to start this off on a high note. Let's go right into that. Because, wait. Joe Bob made horror cool. Elvira made horror hot. But who made horror groovy? Bruce Lorne Campbell was born 1958 in Royal Oak, Michigan. He was the youngest of 3 mischievous brothers, who led humble but adventurous lives. Soon, he would become thick as thieves with his friends, the Raimi brothers. They started making Super 8 short films together, and as fans of the Three Stooges, their performances were always very physical. In order to get the maximum reaction from their audience, they made a horror short called Within the Woods. This would become the prototype for their iconic and beloved 1981 horror film, The Evil Dead. Stephen King declared it the most ferocious original horror film of the year, and the character that would forever be the most associated with Bruce Campbell, Ash Williams, was born. And in the sequel, Evil Dead 2, he became even more groovy and badass as he donned a chainsaw hand. By the third installment, Army of Darkness, when Evil Dead went Hollywood, he was the lovable, wisecracking, time-traveling hero we know and love today.
Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
The character Ash took a life of his own, continuing his adventures through comic books, video games, board games, and musicals. He saved the president, and he even defeated Freddy and Jason. He was unstoppable, and he sold tons of swag, toys, collectibles, and other merch along the way, eventually returning for a hit TV series on Starz called Ash vs. the Evil Dead, alongside his friend Lucy Lawless. You see, Bruce has had a great career outside of horror as well, playing other amazing characters like the titular Briscoe County Jr. and Sam Axe from Burn Notice. He was even the guy who named and defeated Spider-Man. He cut his teeth as a director with Xena and Hercules, and cult classic films like The Man with the Screaming Brain and My Name is Bruce. He also starred and produced those as well. He was a jack of all trades. Speaking of which, he's also an extraordinary and accomplished writer, with tons of books, which I proudly own. His career in horror is still going strong, with co-producing and starring in movies like Black Friday, and producing the new Evil Dead movies. He's got his own film festival, which is held at the Hotel from The Shining in Colorado, and his own tours. Bruce is clearly the king, sitting on top of the horror heap.
Hail to the king, baby.
Hell, he once played Elvis and took on a mummy. People write songs about this extraordinary and chiseled-chinned man for a reason. In short, we love you, Bruce Campbell, and proudly present you the AHHSCARES Award for Lifetime Achievement in Horror. Oh, they don't make the noise. Oh, no. Well. Yay, Bruce Campbell!
The chin always wins.
Yeah, you never bet against the chin. So, I love Bruce Campbell. I love horror. And the whole point of the AHHSCARES is to let you guys in on some horror. We hope that you walk away tonight with some movies that you haven't heard of that you go out and check out, some channels that you're now just discovering and you want to subscribe to, because horror is the main reason why we're all here. Let's just all come together on it.
And the reason we're here is because horror is always snubbed at the AHHSCARES.
Oh, okay.
Great films, great performances. They never quite show up. So tonight, I'm so glad that you're here joining us for the AHHSCARES instead of the Oscars, where horror is king, horror is celebrated. These are all horror awards with you guys, the horror community.
Yeah, and what gets you, like, pumped up for a horror movie? What's usually that first thing that you see that makes you, like, really interested in seeing that movie? A poster. A really good poster. So, I know, maybe this is a random way to start things off, but why don't we send it over to Random Horror? Find out what won the award for Best Poster.
Why hello there. And it is the AHHSCARES once again. Well, I am the Iron Phantom, and like Darth Vader, I am more machine than man. And I am the storyteller of this channel that is Random Horror, but that is not important right now. This year I have been tasked on behalf of Random Horror to give the best horror movie poster of 2022. So, what a year we had with horror. And of course, when it comes to good marketing, the artwork is always important for the movie's poster. So, before we reveal the best poster, the award for it, we must first go through our nominees. And the nominees, they are... Well, the results are in. And I can now reveal that the best horror movie poster of 2022 is... Let's have a look. This is a good one. It is Terrifier 2. So, congratulations to Terrifier 2 for the best horror movie poster of 2022. Commiserations to all the others who were nominated. You gave it your all. But of course, there can only be one winner for this award. So congratulations to the artwork of Terrifier 2. And art that was no pun intended there. Well, I want to say... thank you on behalf of the Horror Addicts for having us once again for the AHHSCARES. And I have been the Iron Phantom. And this has been the award for Best Horror Movie Poster. So, enjoy the rest of the show. And until next time, don't have nightmares.
Thank you, Iron Phantom from Random Horror.
There's quite a few fun and interesting characters over on that channel.
Oh yeah, they're very random and they're very awesome. They all like horror. So definitely go check out Random Horror. They're great. I hope you enjoyed those posters. Those are some of the best posters I've seen last year. I like Fresh's hand. I think that was pretty cool.
I really liked that one. I think a great poster kind of summarizes what you're going to see.
Mm-hmm. And I prefer when it's not just a bunch of pretty heads. You know, I like it when there's, like, especially when they do like an art painting of it and stuff, like Terrifier and...
Yeah, the 90s had a lot of the floating heads.
And I can't say they didn't work. Scream 1 through 3 were the highest grossing slashers until Halloween 2018, but I prefer a poster that really like shows me like something cool. So, speaking of something cool, fans of horror are not always just content with being fans of horror. There's a lot of people out there making their own movies. A lot of cool fan horror movies.
Ooh, I saw a really good one last year.
Yeah, what did you see?
Red Right Hand.
Ooh, Red Right
by
Hand.
Killjoy Jake.
Killjoy Jake. Yeah, that was a really good one. So, yeah, let's go to best fan film done by our friend Jason Omegle. Jason Takes Omegle.
Ooh.
These expectations are going to be met if we just put this out.
They deserve to die.
Last of your bloodline needs to end the last of theirs.
Ooh, Vengeance Bloodlines 2 was really good too. It had Darcy in it. I watched the premiere over on her channel.
Yeah, she was like a cadaver or something. Good times, good gore, good Jason. Jason Takes Omegle always has good. He like cosplays them so well, and he could make his own like just franchise of.
That's a
fan
cosplay?
films.
I thought he was a relative.
Maybe, I don't know. That's cool though. I want to see Leatherface and Jason Clash now. So give me the ending of that. Congratulations to Bloodlines 2. That was a good one. The Puppet Master one. Look at that, looked really good, but I want to see that. Actually, I haven't seen that one. There's also the Puppet Master video game that's out right now.
And it's free to play on Steam.
Yeah, so I remember playing a little demo of that at Crypticon. It was good times. So you're like a sexy goth Flintstone character, huh?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, thank you, Screaming Soup. I've seen what Mandy's dress looks like this year. All right, it looks really good. They all.
She always does.
Yeah, they dressed up. Looks could kill. They're both stunning, that's for sure. All right, well, I mean, some of these fan film movies, they're good enough to actually be in the franchise, like, if you asked me. But why don't we check out to see what really was in the franchises this year? We can send it over to Strange Monkey for Best Franchise Feature.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Strange Monkey. Well, thank you. Thank you once again. Oh, come on. Oh, stop it over there. You're overdoing it with all that panicking and yelling. Come on now. That's enough. Well, it just... Anyway, hello everybody. I'm so happy to be back at the Oscars once again. So thank you, Horror Addicts, for the invite. Anyway, I am here to present the best franchise feature in horror of 2022. I got my Freddy Krueger gloves in case anybody tries to think of slapping me this year. I'm ready for you. I don't think so. We're not having that. So, without further ado, let's get to the nominees. And the nominees are Scream 5, Prey, The Munsters, VHS 99, The Bad Seed Returns, Hellraiser, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Halloween Ends. Yeah. And the Oscar goes to... see here. Prey! That's right! Yes, yes, yes! There was never any doubt. I knew Prey was gonna win. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next award. I'm out of here.
Bye-bye, Strange Monkey. What a great job. I like that guy. I think he actually shops at the same place we do where we get our clothes.
Yeah.
Spirit Halloween.
I like his taste.
We're getting to Spirit Halloween.
Mummy
real
B
soon.
Movies here.
Ooh, Mummy B Movie. Horror Monty G. Grandpa Horror is what people call him. Brandon of Bedlam.
Yes.
We got a lot of great people in the chats.
Congratulations to Prey. That was such a good movie. Honestly, I think it's my second favorite of the Predator franchise.
Yeah, I love. It's definitely my top 3. I love Part 2, but I really like Prey. Prey is definitely the best sequel since at least Part 2. But I would argue it's probably a better movie. It's probably the best one since the original. Oh, I love Prey, and that was great. That is a good installment. All good installments. Yeah. We're going to get a lot of ones this year as well, I can tell. We've already seen an installment this year. All right, so some of those franchise movies, you know, really good. Some of those fan movies, really good. But not every movie's really good. Sometimes there's just movies that are not that good, and we have a special award for them. And our good friend, Confused Reviews, who's got great, great snark.
I like his animated personality.
Yeah, he's very animated. He's perfect for this award. Why doesn't he take us to the worst movie, the worst horror movie of 2022?
Sup, you scareable sex machines. Confused Reviews here for the 6th strenuous year slashing down subpar cinematic stunads. And I've once again emerged from my cartoonish coffin to present the most egregious and atrocious attempts at horror from 2022. The mind-numbing nominees are Firestarter. Zac Efron used to get the fire started in the hearts of girls worldwide, but now he's slumming it in Steven's septic tank spouting out one big Zippo lighter. Jeepers Creepers Reborn. I just watched it, and I have less to say about it than had I not.
It was defeating.
It was unbearable. Dashcam. Imagine Hardcore Henry, but you remove all the action, suspense, great camera work, top-tier acting, and interesting story, and you're left with this stupid mess. YouTube Russian dashcam clips have more scares. The Requiem. What a blast from the past it was to see a clueless Alicia Silverstone use her excessive baggage against the monsters unleashed in this, I don't know, Batman and Robin? Spirit Halloween. Is it Spirit Halloween the movie? I don't even fucking know. Spirit Halloween, the movie. I'm sure Christopher Lloyd got 2, maybe even 3 months worth of his electric bill paid off of this movie, so at least there's that.
How could you betray me like this? That's embarrassing.
Sharkula. Like, come on, like, what do I even say? How many more shark movies can they make? The idea peaked in 75. Like, are you seeing this right? Like, when will this end? Pray for the Devil. Beginning to unironically convince myself that if Hollywood doesn't dump out some exuberant exorcism epic annually, that the world will actually end. And the winner, to my devilish delight, is the absolute, incontestable worst horror to my eyes and brain from the last calendar year. Jeepers Creepers Rebortion. Just when the optimistic part of my manic mojo thought they might pull through with this 4th flick, the flagrant firestorm swung right around like I'm Steve-O with a baseball bat. As for myself and the rest of the guys, regardless of how much bloody gold it brings back to the hefty bag tonight, there is one guy we're gonna keep a close eye on. Back to the Addicts.
Thank you, Confused Review. Some of those movies are bad. Some of them are funny bad, at least.
Okay, Requiem was terrible, but I had a great time watching it.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely a different experience than when I watched Dashcam.
Yeah, at least, I don't know if it's intentional, but Alicia Silverstone had me laughing so hard. Like, I actually really treasure her. I think she's great, but I was laughing so hard in that movie.
Oh, hey, our good friend Craven Something Scary's here.
Oh, Craven. Let's all give a Care Bear stare to Craven. He's been having some health issues lately, but we love him, and we're hoping that he's feeling himself, soon. Feeling himself. Feeling more like himself.
I hope he's feeling well enough to do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
We don't judge here.
Yeah. So, Craven, get better, buddy. We're gonna definitely bring you back next year. But yeah, those movies, they're hilarious. But most of them probably weren't intentional. Maybe we should find out which movies were actually trying to be funny and figure out which one was the funniest.
Also, another category the Oscars is missing out on.
Right.
In addition to horror, I think comedy also gets snubbed.
They're also missing out on, well, okay, we had a strange monkey a little bit ago, and then we had confused reviews, and then I'm very confused how a monkey and a mummy met, but I'm so glad they did. Let's send it over to the mummy and the monkey.
We definitely have better looking presenters.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Are you ready, Grim? We have to look and sound our best for the Oscars.
1 second. I think I'm ready to go, Decay. Let's do this thing.
Okay. Hey, Groovy Ghoulies. I'm Janet Decay, your yummy mummy.
And I'm Grim Gory, your funky monkey.
And together we host
The Mummy and the Monkeys Hairy
Scary Hangout. Friday nights on our YouTube channel, so check it out later.
And tonight we have the distinguished honor to bring you the nominees for Best Horror Comedy.
The funniest horror films of 2022. And the nominees are Hocus Pocus 2,
Electric Boogaloo,
Scare Package 2,
Ooh, oh,
Rad Chad's Revenge,
Rad Chad's Revenge,
The Munsters,
da 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 da.
That's a good one. Studio 666.
Ooh, the Dave Grohl movie, the guy from the Foo Fighters. Actually, all the Foo Fighters were in this one.
Ooh,
yeah.
Fun. It was Foo Fun. Deadstream.
Ooh, Deadstream. Scary Deadstream.
Shut up.
Eating Miss Campbell. With the wrong one in.
Ouch. Story of my life.
Sissy.
Who you calling a sissy?
That's the name of the movie, Grim.
Oh, okay. Oh, I understand. Okay, then. Okay, next.
Day Shift.
Gonna be some sweet sounds going down on the day shift. Woo-hoo.
And Fresh.
Wiki, 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 wiki. What?
All right, and we have a winner.
Who is the winner for tonight's category of funniest horror movie?
All right, here's the drum roll. And the winner is Deadstream.
All right, Deadstream. Yeah, so happy for you. Yeah, congratulations, or as she said, or as I should say, congrats.
There you go.
All right, well.
That's awesome. All of you guys participated in voting, and you're all watching this amazing award show brought to you by Horror Addicts. So thanks, Horror Addicts, for letting us be a part of the fun, and we'll get back to you guys.
That's right, it's the Mummy and the Monkeys signing out. Back to you.
I'm going back and clean the crackers out of my bed. I'm expecting company.
Hey!
I love their show so much.
I'm so glad we're friends with them. I want to like hang out and have a banana daiquiri with them sometime. They're such cool people. Speaking of cool people, we got Hack the Movies in the chat. Hell yeah, Tony.
Welcome to the Academy of Horror Nerds.
Yeah, you can thank Gory here. She's apparently friends with Tony and got him involved. And I couldn't be happier because I'm a big fan of that guy. Oh, don't worry, Tony. You can follow just fine. Oh, man. So, that is, those are some funny movies. And Deadstream was hilarious. Like, that was a scary and funny movie. And he also did a really good segment on
VHS 99.
99, yeah. That was, like, probably my favorite segment for that one as well.
I like Deadstream. It was kind of like a throwback to Evil Dead 2.
Mm-hmm. Studio 666 was hilarious. There's a lot of good funny movies out there. And what makes a good funny movie is usually a good funny character. Not even, sometimes even like scary movies usually need a funny character to kind of make some levity, bring it down a little bit. And it's not always the easiest role to do. Sometimes it takes a lot of skill to make you be scared as much as it takes to make you laugh,
The timing of a joke and the timing of a scare are pretty much the same thing. I think that's why Jordan Peele's killing it.
So why don't we all grab a drink and join our friends Cheers to Fears, and they'll let us know who the best comedic character was.
Good evening, everyone.
How's it going tonight?
In case we haven't met, we're Cheers to Fears, the channel that combines alcohol and horror for your entertainment by making drinking games for movies and other similar content related to our brand. My name is Tucker.
And my name is Alex. Hope you're enjoying the show this evening. Well, we certainly are.
Anyways, we are honored to be invited to the 6th annual AHHSCARES and proud to present the award for Best Comic Relief Character in 2022 Horror. Here are the nominees.
Tonight's first nominee is John Leguizamo from his performance in The Menu, where he plays an action star well past his prime.
Next up, we have Brandon Perea's character, the tech salesman Angel Torres from Nope.
The third nominee is Justin Armistead for playing Ray Ray in Baby Oopsies Chapters 2 and 3.
Up next is Big John, a vampire hunter played by the one and only Snoop Dogg in Day Shift.
The next person nominated plays a famous character from the early 1990s, making their return in 2022 in Hocus Pocus 2, Billy Butcherson is Back, played by Doug Jones.
Andrea Bang is our next nominee for her performance in Fresh as Penny, one of Steve's unfortunate victims.
The seventh nominee is Brittany Snow, who plays an adult film star and ex named Bobby Lynn.
Our second last nominee goes to Anthony Stewart Head for his portrayal of Henry, a taxi driver vampire hunter in Let the Wrong Ones In.
And last but certainly not least, our final nominee for this evening is J.K. Simmons as Gat as a glory hole god in the movie Glorious.
And the winner is... Hold on, wait. We have been drinking for every nomination tonight. We can't just stop drinking for our presentation. Give me 1 second.
Alrighty.
We need to catch up. Cheers.
Alright, sorry for the interruption. Let's continue. The Oscar for the best comic relief character goes to...
John Leguizamo from The Menu. Congratulations, John. Anything you want to say about your character you played?
It's funny that you should ask that because I play a washed-up action star, and I've worked up with a lot of action stars that are washed up now. And there was one in particular that I like to use, and that's Steven Seagal. So that's who I based it on.
Damn. Steve, how do you feel about that?
So I'm going to have a few words with John in a minute, and I hate to say this, but I think John is going to win tonight.
Okay, well, clearly somebody wasn't watching. We already crowned John the winner, Steve. Pay attention.
Yeah, and John, we recommend you get out of here before Steve has a few words with you. Anyways, that was the best comic relief character of 2022. We'd like to thank Danny and Gory for having us on. Without further ado, this is us signing off saying cheers to fears.
Cheers indeed.
Johnny Leguizamo was also in Violent Night. He's killing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like the reversal of the role. He went from a hostage in The Menu to the guy who has all the hostages in Violent Night.
No longer violating me with his pestness.
Yeah, he's not being such a pest. Got the time capsule in there. Nice.
I hear some really handsome dude works there.
Doug?
No.
Oh, me.
I mean, you know, you're into that whole Ned Flanders chic thing, which, you know, Kayla is.
Yeah, there's a couple of hot nuns hanging out at the time capsule. That's for sure.
Kayla's got it going on.
Yeah, both of them do.
So, she's on Bloody Book Club.
We might actually be on the big screen at that time capsule right now. So, hi, time capsule people. And the rest of YouTube world. So, yeah, John, don't worry. We got a back door for him, so Steven Seagal hopefully won't find him.
Now, I love all the glitz and glamour of the award shows. But I'm just saying, sometimes these award shows need to do it like Screaming Soup does and, you know, have a couple hotties on there.
Yeah, serve it hot. Serve it like it's hot. We, cause, you know, whoa, late horror show. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow.
$20. Damn, Dino, you didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate it. Thanks for hosting every year, Danny and Gory. Well, thank you for presenting this year. I can tell can't wait to get to that point. That's going to be late tonight, though, so I hope everybody's staying up. But Dino and Elise from the Late Horror Show will be presenting later. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, yes, sometimes, you know, comedy, turns people on. You know, that's why Roger got Jessica Rabbit, because they like a good joke. But sometimes just being hot turns people on. So why don't we send it over to find out who the horror hottie, female horror hottie is, to the horror show.
Hey, how's it going, all you horror-loving weirdos out there?
Yeah. You all enjoying your little night of celebration out there? Well, we're not. We're still over here locked up in this damn fruit cellar.
Won't one of you please let us out?
Don't get your hopes up. None of these assholes are nearby to help us anyway.
Then why are we even here at this lovely awards show?
The asshats over at the Horror Show channel said that they'd think about letting us go if we participated in this ridiculous ceremony they call the AHHSCARES or some shit.
Oh, that's right. The AHHSCARES!
Did you just make the name sound even cheesier?
I think my delivery sells it, if I'm honest. Clever, you know?
Sure. Whatever you say, pal. Anyway, let's get on with this fiasco.
Sounds delightful.
Don't say delightful. You sound ridiculous.
Well, it does sound delightful. Anyway, besides all that, we're here to announce the best horror hottie of 2022.
Hey, now that's a category I can get behind, if you catch my meaning.
Ugh. Anyway, the nominations for Best Horror Hottie of 2022 are Mia Goth from X.
Ooh, hubba hubba. I mean, Brittany Snow, also from X.
Virginia Gardner from Fall.
Amanda Stenberg from Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Riley Dandy from Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Coco Diablo from Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Wait, an animated woman was nominated for this category?
Just go with it. Ileana Pastorelli from Dark Glasses.
Regina Lay from The Sadness.
Kato Oss from Revealer.
And finally, Diana Prince, aka Darcy the Mail Girl, from The Last Drive-In and Evil Bong 888 Infinite High.
You disgust me. And the Oscar goes to Diana Prince, aka Darcy the Mail Girl.
Wait, really? Not Mia Goth?
Yes, really. I mean, have you seen Darcy? Come on, man.
Oh, I absolutely would.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. Diana Prince is your 2022 Horror Hottie. Huge thanks to the Horror Addicts for including the horror show in this event.
Hopefully doing this will make those horror show creeps let us go sooner than they planned.
If you people want to see more of us, be sure to check out the Horror Show channel.
Yeah, they'll be covering the entire Evil Dead franchise, and apparently we'll be doing some first-time watches for the movies, whatever the hell that means.
So thanks again to you all, and back to you, Horror Addicts.
Later, you primitive screwheads.
Ah!
Connie Cleary gave us $5. Here, why don't you just take it and go? Yeah, enjoy your freedom, man. He's the nice one. But Brandon and Bedlam said y'all are awesome with $2. Thanks Brandon.
For making it rain.
Yeah. I think we got another one too. Who else did we get?
We got 94 people here in the chat. We had Brandon the Beldam and Connie Cleary.
I think we had a next one.
Oh, and Steve Stout.
Yeah. Keep it scary, my friends. Nice. So, thank you guys. Really appreciate. Thank you, Horror Show, with those creepy puppets. One of them's running loose now. Apparently he did get out. At least it's not the scary one, all right?
We can use this money to go see Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was
pretty much everything you guys send in Super Chats goes to us seeing more horror movies.
Yeah. I mean, we'd find a way to see them anyways, but now we don't have to go through illegal measures to, get the money.
I would have gotten us in there Mission Impossible style.
Yeah, right? I would have just, probably killed a bunch of people. But we would have got in there. Yeah, that was some hot action, though. A lot of hot competition there.
It's getting hot in here.
Whew. I can tell you when all the votes were coming in, X was like, boom. So those girls...
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah.
Gonna give it to you.
Right before it ended, though, Brittany Snow even, she was way up at the top. But,
good for her. She still got it.
But at the very end, when the smoke cleared and the voting was over, Diana Prince stood tall once again.
That's her third win, isn't it? For
Yeah.
her, Hottie?
Yeah, the only time she lost last year to Elvira, but I don't think anybody has a problem to losing to Elvira. I mean, come on. Mommy,
It's Elvira.
Mommy be movie.
Mommy be movie. Thank you.
We really appreciate that, Mommy. We love you.
We love you.
You don't have to give us money, though. We love you, regardless. So, yeah.
What I like, though, on a good Wednesday after Taco Tuesday? A little bit of sausage.
A little bit of sausage, yeah. I mean, let's go to the other end of it. And we'll visit a very good friend of ours who's down in Vegas right now.
Lucky.
Hopefully winning big. The movie Massacre show will give us Male Hottie.
And then you're late. You're on live.
Shit! I've just finished washing my cock. Well, this is embarrassing. Oh, there's no going back now. Don't act like you're not impressed. Now I've got rid of the odour from between my legs for this special occasion. Give me a moment while I slip into something more comfortable. Anyways, as you all know, I enjoy sausage for breakfast and lunch, and do like an occasional nibble on some black pudding before bed. So it makes sense that I nominate the best male horror hotties. And when I said I was partial to a bit of sausage before bed, I meant food, you filthy swines. Filthy swines. Anyways, here's our tasty nominees for best male hottie. We're gonna have a good time tonight. My pick of this whole bunch is this male beauty, Rowan Campbell, from the divisive Halloween Ends. This man hangs dong. He made a grown man cry in the shower after going heels to Jesus with his missus. Kid Cuddy from X. This chap enjoys eating his dates. Sebastian Stan from one of my favourite movies of 2022, Fresh. This one will get you all sweaty. David Corenswet, pun intended, from Pearl. The name of this next ravishing gentleman is in the name of the film, Idris Elba, Beast. Oh, lovely, lovely. It can be my beast any time of the day. Oh. The version of Alice in Wonderland that you should never show your kids. The Scarecrow from Pearl.
Didn't Maya Goth go to town on it? Lucky bugger, lucky bugger.
Without question, the sexiest man alive, Joe Bob Briggs, from The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. Oh, I'd go to a drive-in with him anytime. Lovely, lovely. Oh dear! Oh, I can't say this without laughing. I'm gonna try. Dakota. This nominee's name, excuse me, I'm so immature. Dakota Beavers from something Harvey Weinstein needs to do, because he's got life in prison, and there'll be a lot of people wanting to fill his breadbasket, if you know what I mean. Dakota Beavers from Prey. Timothy Chalamet, I hope I didn't butcher his name, bones and all. I hope I don't butcher this one. Burant Zoo from The Sadness. Again, I apologise if I butchered that name. The Fox himself. Jamie Foxx, Day Shift. I'd go all day with him, I can tell you that. Oh, I lovely. This is the last nominee. I can't tell you which eye he's looking at me with, but Bill Skarsgård from Barbarian. I love him. It's just a joke. Just before we announce the winner, I just want to recognise these fine gentlemen for the damn fine acting that they've dedicated their lives to by entertaining us It isn't just about looks, it's about the art of acting that they've dedicated themselves to, and that's what we as horror fans appreciate the most. They give their blood, sweat and... Whoa! It's Bill Skarsgård, he's the winner. Billy boy, you sexy bastard. Doesn't
I'm
matter
so
which I
sorry,
look
everyone.
at
I'm
me with.
so sorry.
I'm all yours.
Have a
I'm
wonderful
beautiful. What
evening.
a
Have
man.
a wonderful
What a man.
evening.
What a man.
Dear me, that was
Beautiful,
embarrassing.
beautiful.
I thought he was in Vegas. We have the hole in the wall over here, and apparently he's just on the
I
side
don't know
of the
if you
wall.
guys saw in the background, but we were kidnapped by Movie Massacre. We did a couple collabs. I did Frankenhooker. You did.
I did chainsaw hookers with Hollywood chainsaw hookers.
And we've been stuck inside his wall ever since. But if you look in the background, sometimes you can see us
Peeking out. Now that was hilarious. And it's just funny. It was some good times. Congratulations to Bill Skarsgård. He killed it, and his performance was to die for. Hot and steamy.
I'm just glad he got it for this and not Pennywise.
I don't know. I mean, some people have like that clown fetish thing going on.
Ooh, my little brother gave us a super chat.
Oh, Devin, he gave us $9.99, and if you split that up, it's a $6.66, and that's cool.
Kick ass.
Yeah, so those were some hot action there. Good times.
Thanks, Devin.
And wait, hold on. I have a feeling that I need to stall for some time. So why don't you you have something to talk about, right? Like something to kill some time for?
I do indeed, but you have a couple other super chats to thank first.
Oh, okay. Before I get there, I want to thank that horror couple who's coming up later tonight. Thank you
Ooh,
guys
I love them.
so much for having us.
I wish we could double date with them.
One of these days we'll have to try. Part with this awesome award show. We are loving all the presenters, and you guys are great. Screaming Soup, also
I love
$20,
them!
$9.99. You guys.
Screaming Soup is one of those we go way back
Oh
with.
yeah. There's actually a really good article by the Comment. I've posted it on all my social medias. If you check it out, and I talk about how when we were coming up with the ideas to do the Oscars, like it's something I wanted to do before we ever did it. But as we started to do it, I was like, Brian Barnes has like a cool Grim Reaper character. He could do Best Death, and Screaming Soup, we're good friends with them, and they're all animated. They can do best, and it just kind of spiraled until we had a different presenter for every category.
Also, Screaming Soup finally made us achieve our dream of becoming coloring book pages.
Yes, that is coloring book fame is something I always hoped to aspire as, and I finally got to do it. They just got
You looked wicked hot in that too.
Yeah,
You're like a
that's
wrestler.
That's back when I fought Bigfoot.
I think I was like your valet.
Yeah, and there's actually 4 more pages just dropped, I think, yesterday. So go check it out. I got Mr. Lobo
I love
and
Screaming
stuff.
Soup. Like being animated by Screaming Soup is pretty much the greatest honor one can have.
Exactly, they are amazing. And yeah, so what?
I have a quick announcement. So the Oscars is Dan's labor of love. He works so hard on this. You guys have no idea how many sleepless nights he has put into preparing for this. It takes a long time, but it's so worth it to celebrate horror with all of you. The event that I put on or have put on in the past is the Creepy Channel Crawl. So it's like a pub crawl. It's 24 hours of horror live streams across 24 channels. We're going to kick it off on July 29th over on my channel at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then every hour after that, we're going to crawl over to the next horrific channel. And I'm just getting started getting this planned. So whether you want to be one of the moderators, if you want to be a guest, or you want to be one of the hosts and host a live stream yourself, you can just DM me, Gory B Movie, on Twitter or Instagram. And I have a Google form, and you can tell me all the information that you want, and I will find a spot for you in this event.
I'm gonna drink a beer for each crawl.
It's
like that,
so
right?
much fun. Like we're getting older, but you know what? I can still stay up for the whole 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's the Gory Challenge. You can do it. And this year, I'm going to make the prizes for when we do trivia at the end a little bit easier to send.
Nice.
I think I'm going to go with Amazon gift cards.
That sounds like a good idea. Okay, I think they're ready now. Why don't we see what we can find for best found footage over at Cannibal Video?
Hello?
Lee, we forgot to record our segment for the Oscars.
Wait. Hold on. Hold on. I see something is happening. Okay. All right. What was that?
We forgot to record our presentation segment for the Oscars.
Hold on. I don't use this enough. My audio device is not. That's not right.
Jesus, Lee.
Okay, say something now.
Lee, we forgot to record our presentation segment for the Oscars.
Can you hear me?
What the fuck?
I see your mouth moving, but I'm not hearing you talking.
Can you hear me?
Can you wait. Hold on. Okay, say something now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I am. It was the volume knob. I got it. I got it on the first try. What's up?
We forgot to record our presentation segment for the Oscars.
The Oscars? Well, we'll just do it next time, right? We'll do it tomorrow, whatever.
It's happening right now.
Now?
Right now! They just announced Best Fan Film.
Oh, who won?
Who cares who won?
I was just curious.
We don't have time for this!
In the time it takes to say that, you could have told me the winner.
Jason takes Omegle. Now, for the love of God, can we please record our segment?
See, was that so hard? All right, what's our segment again?
Best Found Footage Horror Film 2022.
The best found footage horror film of 2022? I hate found footage.
You love found footage films. Literally the highest viewed video on our channel is a found footage film.
Oh, okay. That's a good point, I guess.
This was a filmmaker's first movie, and from what I understand, this is the first found footage movie ever made.
First actual...
there are movies that have found footage in them, but this is the first that is only found footage.
All right, well...
Okay, I just sent you the list of nominees. Start reading those off while I pull some trailer clips. And step on it. They're already on Funniest Horror Movie.
Oh, what?
The Mummy and the Monkey. Now read the nominees.
It's time for the award for Best Found Footage Horror Film of 2022. And the nominees are... Deadstream.
Sean, I want you to meet someone.
Incantation. VHS 99. No. The Curse of Professor Zardon.
It's the Curse of Professor Zardonicus.
Yes, that's what he said. Yes, that one.
To Professor Sardonicus. Sardonicus. Sorry. There you go.
Okay, I started editing.
Okay, good.
Now read the nominees.
He's watching. The Barbados Project. We're all going to the World's Fair. Deadware. And Dashcam.
I am almost done editing. Just read off the winner very slowly.
And the Oscars goes to... Deadstream.
Woo! Alright, congrats to the winners. We made it just in time. They're already at the Hottie categories.
Oh, who won that?
Just go watch the show. I'll do all our plugs while the video's uploading. We're Cannibal Video on YouTube. Movie reviews every Friday. Type cannibal.video in your address bar to get us directly.
Ooh! Mention Danny's in our latest video.
You can see our gracious host on this week's video.
Thanks
for having us.
They got it done just in time.
Oh, by the skin of their teeth, or somebody else's skin.
Right.
I love those guys. You guys talked about one of my favorite B movies, Uninvited, and I'm going to be joining them to talk about one of my other favorite B movies, The Suckling.
Yeah. I mean, cannibals often have other people's skin in their teeth. But yeah, I'm on their latest video that just dropped Friday. We talked about Uninvited, so go check that out. Stay tuned for The Suckling when they're going to have Gory on their show. Those are great B movies.
It's my favorite movie about an aborted killer fetus.
Yeah. And I did your favorite movie about a mutant cat that hides inside of another cat. Yeah.
I have particular taste. What can I say? They don't call me Gory B movie for nothing.
Right? So, but congratulations to Deadstream for being the best found footage film and funniest film. It's killing it.
I'm looking at this chat. We have so many cool friends.
Media Maverick, I believe, gave me a super chat. Let's
Maverick Media.
Sorry. Maverick Media. I'm a
Maverick
little
Media.
dyslexic sometimes.
He's really cool. He also said that I can adopt him. So he's technically Maverick Media -movie, because he's my adopted son.
Oh, okay. This is my first year
Or I guess
watching
that
the
makes him yours
Oscars.
too, because we're married.
Yeah, legally. And I gotta say, it is brilliant. Great job to involve all involved, and congrats to the winners, especially Deadstream. Yes, Deadstream is great. Won twice so far.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for checking in with us. I love it. A lot of cool people in the chat.
And Maverick, you make sure you watch our horror today.
So, what else can you find? You can find good horror not just in movies. You can find good horror in other places. Like if you ever opened
Take a look.
It's in a book. Reading, horroring. Horroring?
I kind of like where you went with that.
Yeah, they both can be scary. Horroring and reading. So you gotta play it safe either way. Let's go to our friends at the Books in the Freezer podcast.
I like what you did there. I like what you
And
did there.
let's see what we find. What chapter are we on?
Hi, I'm Stephanie Ganya, host of the Books in the Freezer podcast, which is a podcast all about horror books. We talk to authors and readers and recommend books in basically every subgenre of horror you can think of. But today, we are here to talk about the best horror novel. So let's do that. The nominees are Hidden Pictures by Jason Rikuliak, Sundial by Catriona Ward, Echoes of Amber by C.J. Wright, What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas, The Prisoner of Fear by Chad Miller, In Every Generation by Kendare Blake, Dead Silence by S.A. Barnes, and Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, Nightmare Before Christmas by Shay Earnshaw. This was a really good year for horror. Let's talk about who the winner is. The award goes to The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas.
One more time.
Oh, congratulations to the Hacienda. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, Hacienda. It's Spanish.
Yeah. That's one I have to admit I didn't read, but I'm going to have to check it out.
Culture, Danny.
I read last year's winner, so I mean, I'll read this winner.
In Every Generation was a really fun book. Kayla and I read that on the Bloody Book Club over on my channel.
Yeah. Prisoner of Fear is the one that I probably voted for, but they were all good ones. Even the ones I didn't read, I'm assuming are great because they were nominated and they sounded like they're about good stuff.
I'm embarrassed that I didn't read more last year, but this year I'm going to make up for it.
Yeah, and our friend C.G. Wright was on there. I haven't read this new book that was on there, but I've read some of his other stuff, and he's really good.
Also, fellow YouTuber Adam Cesar has those Clown in the Cornfield books.
Ooh, check those out. Thank you, the Jony Horror Show. You guys are killing it. This is so rad. Thank you for your donation.
I
Unnecessary.
can't wait until we show him.
Oh, yeah. I think he's getting washed up, ready because he's not on yet. But he's
gonna bear all, guys. Stay tuned.
I think I heard the water running. He's getting all washed up for that. So, let's go the opposite end. Sometimes you're just like reading. That's too hard for the brain. Why don't I just play some video games and kill some zombies? Let's send it over. Speaking of getting washed up, the horror shark who loves to swim around. Going to give us the best horror video game of 2022.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a special day because I am part of the Scare Awards. And I'll also be checking out the best horror video games of 2022. I'm really happy to be doing this. I was so excited they were able to fit me in. Before we get into it, just make sure to check out my channel, The Horror Shark. I'm sure there'll be a link in the description below. And also check out the Horror Addicts. I'm grateful they're able to do this almost every year. I think they've done it every year since they started doing it. Doing the Oscar Awards is a lot of work, and it's awesome they're doing it again this year. So, let's get into those games, shall we? And full disclaimer, I'm not really a video gamer. I don't hate video games. In fact, I wish I had more time to play them. Let's cut the chit-chat. You started it. The nominees are Evil Dead, the game, which is awesome that they're doing a whole new video game. I used to play Fistful of Boomstick when I was younger, but I sucked at it. The next one is The Quarry. I don't have a pun for that. Then there's Dark Pictures, The Devil in Me, a portrait worth possessing. Mad Son, which is capital Mad, I, which is lowercase, and then 3 capital letters after that, S-O-N. So maybe it's a story about a mad son who just happens to be all about himself, talking about I this and I that. Then we have The Mortuary Assistant, which is a job I would not want. It's gross. Then we have The Callisto Protocol, which you gotta follow them protocols. It's the only way to get things done, like complete a video game. Then we have Choo Choo Charles, which better not be what it sounds like. Oh my god! And then we have Dying Light. Wouldn't that be dark? 2, Stay Human. Who won the Oscar awards this year? Well, I'm actually not surprised. It says on my hand right here, it really doesn't. Evil Dead the Game. Hell yeah. Check that game out. I've seen the trailers. It looks boss. So, yeah, definitely check that out. Again, I'm really happy to be a part of this. Check out my channel. Check out the Horror Addicts. Check out the Horror Addicts and check out all the other channels that are part of this. All are awesome people, awesome channels. Love them all. Love you. I love the horror. And I like sharks. Stay tuned for more content. And as always, subscribe.
Brian's such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
Another old friend of ours. Mm-hmm. We've been doing this show a long time, too. I mean, we haven't been doing it as long as we've been doing YouTube, but a long time. This is the 6th annual one, Danny.
Yeah, 6th Oscar. I mean, 7th if you count that one pilot we did for Ghouls Night Out, but...
And you and I, co-hosting every time.
Yeah.
What's up?
And congratulations to Groovy Bruce once again getting another award tonight. Evil Dead the Game. That is a very fun game. I love how you can play characters from all the movies and the shows.
I'm also proud of the one that I voted for. Unbiased. I just love those Dark Pictures games. But my cousin Seth Sherwood wrote Devil in Me, and it was so good. If you guys haven't played it yet, it's so much fun. Lately, though, I've been playing The Forest, which I know came out in like 2018, but Sons of the Forest just came out. So Oscars, the 7th annual, I'm looking at you.
Right? Seth's also not just written video games, but he's also written a lot of movies.
Hellfest and the Leatherface prequel.
Yeah, and some others that he
Smart
wanted
cousin.
his name not on because they changed it too much. But no, Seth's great. Those games are great. I've played most of them. I did not play that Choo Choo Charlie, though. And yeah, that looks scary as hell. I have to try that game.
I'm going to have to check that out. And we need to play the new Puppet Master game, which is also going to be on next year's Oscars.
Mm-hmm. We mentioned that earlier. Love me some Puppet Master. Love me some Puppet Master video game. Not something I ever thought I needed in my life, but once I played that demo, yeah, I'm hooked. All right, so there we go. We have video games. Those Choo Choo Charlie, though. Speaking of that, though, that is such a creepy ass creature. And sometimes that's what you need in your movies, too. You need a good creature.
It certainly makes your movie memorable. I mean, think about Aliens.
Exactly. The Xenomorph, the Predator, these are like iconic things.
Our nephew, I think one of my favorite things he's ever said is I asked him what his favorite animal was, and he said a xenomorph.
Oh, yeah.
Child after my own heart. Love
right?
Stormy.
That is my favorite animal, too. Like, zoo books, I remember Xenomorph issue. As a kid reading that in school, it was great. Learning about that.
Our nephew's the coolest.
So why don't we send it over to our good friends Steve and Crypto Zoo at the Steve and Crypto Podcast. They're local here in Washington as well. We meet them up at Crypticon. They're great.
They're awesome. They just sent us a gift package too.
Yeah, they did. I'll be doing a video about that soon. And you know, they're experts on cryptos, creatures. Let's send it over to them for best creature.
Hey, I'm Steve.
I'm Crypto Zoo.
We are the co-host of the Rondo Award-nominated podcast, The Steve and Crypto Show. You can check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or just go to steveandcrypto.com.
And if you like what you hear, leave a review.
Definitely do that. We are honored that the Horror Addicts invited us to present the award for the best monster in 2022. Who are the nominees?
The nominees are Feral Predator from Prey, Allie from Hatched. The mother from Barbarian. Jean Jacket from Nope. Man Thing, aka Ted from Werewolf by Night. The Smile Entity from Smile. The Rogue Lion from Beast. The Cenobites from Hellraiser.
It's time. What is it you pray for?
Mutant Crabs from Crabs.
Babe, you gotta take a picture with this.
Just be quick. Okay.
And the Nyx from Nyx.
All right, and the official envelope, please.
I have the official envelope right here. Here you go, my friend.
And the winner of the best monster in 2022 is ooh, the mother from Barbarian.
Baby!
Well, congrats to the mother. You were definitely scary as hell. And congrats to all the other nominees.
I hope you're happy.
They were all great nominees.
Put some damn clothes on.
Thank you, you guys. Keep supporting the Horror Addicts and all the other nominees in the Oscars this year. And check us out sometime, Steven Crypto Show.
We love horror and we love you. Thank you guys for watching the Oscars. Peace.
Those guys are rad.
Yeah, right?
And I love it. I love the mother.
Oh, shit.
A very sympathetic character. Making a mess there?
Yeah. Got a little excited. You know, the mother.
Oh, Dan, you know who hates you?
I don't know, but the mother's kind of hot and she doesn't wear much, so I got a little excited. Who hates me? Why?
Weird Animal hates you, and now I'm not as proud to be your wife.
What?
What? The mother's hot?
Yeah. She doesn't wear anything.
I mean, honestly, in another
by
40
snoo-snoo.
years, if I look that good, I'm going to be pretty happy.
Yeah, Weird Animal does hate me. We were gonna play their video, but
That's guys, check out Weird Animal Hates You's channel. We're actually in one of their music videos for Scorpion in Love. It's a Mortal Kombat one.
I asked Zach from the band a little late just today if it would be cool if we play their video, but then I thought about it and I don't want to risk YouTube getting us pinged on that for the music, even though they have their permission. But yeah, go to the Weird Animal channel, look up Scorpion in Love. It's a music video where I play Scorpion for Mortal Kombat, and I'm trying to win Gory's love. It is a great video. Gotta check it out.
You wouldn't have to work that hard.
I know, but Scorpion did.
Well, maybe now that you made that mother comment.
Yeah, congratulations to the mother. You know, it's a baby.
That was my favorite movie of last year.
Yeah, Barbarian was my favorite too. But yeah, greetings from Washington's very own nuclear wasteland in the Tri-Cities. Well,
Thank you.
I have family down there, and you know, as far as I'm concerned, Canadian Jason has family too. So,
And you mentioned Steven Crypto.
Yeah.
That's from Washington, where we are Bigfoot country.
We are. And
Sparkly Vampire Country.
And Mel's Hole.
Mel's Hole.
Yeah, Mel's Hole.
Visit Washington. We have such sites to show you.
We have like big gaping hole to show you. If you can
Google
find it.
Google it.
You can find it. It's that missing hole.
But now it's a commercial break, right?
Well, I mean, it's not a commercial break, but let's see what. There's some sort of incoming transmission. Why don't we just click on it and see what that is?
Hey, is this thing on yet? Are we tapped in? Do we get? Oh, hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your friend Death. Well, we turned around, we hijacked. I mean, we're doing a commercial. Yes, we're doing a commercial in the middle of the Scream Awards for my shop, Dark One's Closet. So what we have to show you is
That's ST Shop's Dark One's Closet. Now remember, put in code HORROR13 to get 13% off your next order.
I mean, if they call back, don't answer it. It's true though. They have some really cool stuff. If you use the horror code HORROR13, you will save 13% off of your thing.
Speak for yourself. I buy lots of stuff from Death.
Yeah, I mean, Death does have a great shop. I have to say that much. It's if you got some needful things, he'll supply them for you. We actually have a lot of his stuff, and I stand by it.
Great
quality.
Everything. Purses, shirts, glasses, you name it, he's got it.
Got a Michael Myers knife from them.
And he's a local boy.
Yeah, he's also here in Washington.
Washington.
That was unplanned, but yeah, we just had a lot of Washington talk. All right, so
You know who else is Washington? Or was? I think they moved to Oregon, but Queenie Todd.
Right? Queenie Todd, indeed. So we did Creature, right? And then Death came a crawling. He's got a little something hanging from his teeth. He's kind of a creature himself, but
I need something a little more badass.
Something that could take on a creature, maybe?
Yes, like Ripley.
Maybe a woman who's a bit
Not
twisted.
your coworker.
Oh, my lovable dog coworker Ripley. She's named after Ripley from Aliens. So, but yeah, maybe like a twisted woman, like a badass final girl.
I like the rock you're cooking.
I think. All right, so.
The rock you're smoking. We need to talk. Let's get to that next guest.
Yeah, Chauncey, our girl Chauncey.
How many times do I have to tell you? Stop eating so many souls during the week. It gives you so much indigestion. Go. I'm on camera. Hey, Twisted people. It's your Twisted girl here, Chauncey K. Robinson, a.k.a. Twisted CKR. And I am so excited to be presenting Best Final Girl at the AHHSCARES. Yes. And I will be presenting it with my Yeah, he's excited too. Aren't you excited, baby? You're excited? Yes, my little fellow vampire here. Okay, guys. What makes a final girl? Well, in my opinion, it's probably her inner strength, her intelligence, courage, and sometimes just plain luck. So, let's get into the nominees for this year's AHHSCARES for the Best Final Girl of 2022. And the nominees are Laurie Strode from Halloween Ends, Sarah from Piggy, Noah from Fresh, Margot from The Menu, Tess Marshall from Barbarian, Naru from Prey, Sienna Shaw from Terrifier 2, Maxine from X, Tori Toombs from Christmas Bloody Christmas, Ellie Cake from Pussy Cake, and the winner for the Best Final Girl of 2022 at the AHHSCARES 2023 is Sienna Shaw from Terrifier 2. Congratulations to the winner and also to the kick-ass nominees.
The wings and the blood and the armor. She looked like she could have been on stage with Guar, man.
Sienna was so cool. That's who had my vote. But I gotta say, guys, a lesser-known film, one that I nominated was Pussy Cake. It's about an all-female rock band. It's awesome. It's got some kick-ass effects. It's got kick-ass women. If you haven't seen it, do check it out.
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
Great film from Argentina.
Yeah, and all those girls that were nominated. Badass women, real strong, wouldn't want to mess with any of them. And I, feel sorry for the creatures and killers that come across them. So, well deserved. Thank you, the Horror Shark. Keep hosting these awesome events. Rock on, Horror Addicts. Rock on, Horror Shark. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate that.
And Horror Shark, hey, DM me about that creepy channel crawl.
Yeah, right? Can swim with the big fishes. Rah! Get eaten. All right. You know what?
I'm tired of killer shark movies. I never get tired of the horror shark.
No, exactly. I remember that old board game, Shark Attack. I love that.
Shark
Shark
attack. This shark eats like a maniac.
Yeah, something like that.
I
love
don't
that.
know. Board James did a great thing on that.
Yeah, Cinematography, great channel. That's actually where I discovered Tony from Hack the Movies a long time ago.
I love Tony. Such a big fan.
I love how him and Kieran, they were always great. Kieran was actually on one of the Tony's
I love
recent-
Kieran too.
He was on.
But I'm so happy for Hack the Movies. So I think Hack the Movies is just as good of a channel as Cinemassacre, maybe lesser known, but just as good. And finally able to quit his day job and just focus on the show, which so well deserved. It's such a great show. He is such a great host.
Yeah, just he can focus on entertaining us and getting paid, hopefully that big dollar to do so.
He deserves it.
I remember like when he was first kind of just starting his own thing, like on his own channel, and he was like, people were sending him stuff, and he was just testing like those magnetic eyeliner stuff.
Oh, I love that video where he was testing the magnetic eyeliner. Yeah. It made me, because we get, when you even have a smaller YouTube channel, we get a lot of people who want to send us stuff that has nothing to do with horror, and I've thought about that. We get a lot of makeup ones, and I think what he did was awesome.
Yeah, so, I'm just glad to see him grow into that point where he can just quit his day job. I actually like my day job at the time capsule. It's the first time in my life I probably have, so I don't want to quit that, no matter how big this channel might ever get. But I'm very happy for him and very proud to have him tonight.
Yeah, so cool.
Very proud to have all these people. These like some great channels. We get lucky every year, which is so many great people on this that help us out.
We are huge fans of everybody who's in tonight's lineup.
Like you were saying, it is a hard undertaking to like bring 34 channels together, like podcasts and filmmakers and YouTubers together. It's hard. It's very stressful for me, but it's always so worth it. And they always do such a good job. And I love them all.
And I love that Glamour Ghoul and My Chunky Jordy are here.
Yeah, Glamour Ghoul, thank you for complimenting our outfits earlier. You're really awesome. You're always looking glamorous.
I bought a new dress for the Oscars.
Yeah, and so, okay, we did Creature, and then we did a Final Girl. But what's the opposite of, like, to take that on is a killer. And speaking of...
Well, I mean, there's kind of like this relationship between Final Girls and
slashers and killers.
It's a little bit sexual. It's a lot of bit violent.
Yeah, usually the killer has some like phallic object, but then the Final Girl will like usually she'll usually take it away from him, and she'll be in control. So, speaking of awesome channels and just having all the awesome people on here, I noticed some channel Hailey Homicide, and she's really great. She's almost to like 1K. And I was like, I don't know if we can.
She's crazy talented. How does she not have 1K?
So if you can, check out our girl, and maybe help try and get her there. That's would be great. She's gonna tell us who the best killer is right now.
I love her name.
Yeah, right.
Hi, my name's Hailey Homicide. I have a channel here on YouTube where I make horror-based makeup and TV series-based content. I'm here to announce the award for Best Killer of 2022. And the nominees are Michael Myers and Corey Cunningham for Halloween Ends, Chucky for the Chucky television series, Ghostface for Scream 5, Pearl for Pearl and for X, Art the Clown for Terrifier 2, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Esther from Orphan First Kill, The Grabber from The Black Phone, and Baby Oopsie from Baby Oopsie Chapters 2 and 3. And the winner is Art the Clown from Terrifier 2. I'm actually so stoked that he won because Terrifier was my favorite movie of 2022. And Art the Clown is one of the best horror villains that we have had in like the last 10 years, in my opinion. So I am super, super stoked about it. I hope you guys are too.
Wow, Art is cleaning it up tonight.
Yeah, best poster earlier, now best killer.
I love how the Oscars has movies like Titanic or whatever. I think that's the last year I watched the Oscars. Clean it up. We have movies like Terrifier 2.
I think the last time I watched a little bit of the Oscars is when horror kind of got a shout out because a lady slept with the fish man.
Guess who's in the chat?
Tanya Thomas.
We were in her movie last year.
Yeah.
I was a killer nun.
And I was a zombie that they fed flesh to the nuns to. And so that's Foul of the Flesh, the Nun Dead movie that's coming out. It's going to have a whole bunch of short films about zombie nuns.
That's my acting debut. None Dead, The Foul Flesh, and then I was in The Orchard Man.
And we've had Tanya Atomic present before here as well. So
Tanya Atomic's great.
We'll have to get her again sometime. She's great and saying great because you say great. She is awesome.
And Zigma's here too.
Ooh.
Dustin Clayton.
He's out probably driving his fancy car that drives itself. I'm jealous.
Hi, Lobo Brothers.
So yeah, there you go. Give our girl Hailey Homicide some love. Tell her the Horror Addicts sent you.
Hey, it's my horror brother, the Nightwatch Zone.
He'll be on later tonight.
He's like your horror brother-in-law.
Yeah, right. He's a really cool guy.
He's super cool.
He's got some cool peeps on his, and they talk a lot of good horror. So another one who's almost at 1K.
He's not at 1K yet?
Once again, these are
criminally
undersubbed
We've been
channels.
doing this long enough now, 8 years since we started Horror Addicts, and your subscriber count is no indicator of your quality. I know wonderful channels that have millions of subscribers, and I also know wonderful channels that have less than 1,000, and it's crazy, but hopefully you'll check out some of the people we have on tonight. One of them being Jony Horror, who's so good.
Yeah, he was on the Creepy Channel Crawl once.
Yes, that's part of why we did the Creepy
That's how I
Channel
discovered
Crawl.
him originally. But I was looking through his stuff, and man, he's really come a long way, and he kicks ass.
And remember, Creepy Channel Crawl, July 29th. It's happening, so DM me on Twitter or Instagram. Gory B Movie. It's a pretty unique name. Never met anybody else with it.
You think he's out of the bath yet?
Splish splash, Johnny's taking a bath.
Let's ready or not, here we come.
Hey, see you there. Hi, I'm Jony Horror, creator and host of the Jony Horror Show. And if there's one thing I love, besides hookers and cocaine that is, it's a good set of tunes. Particularly songs about hookers and cocaine, but I can get down on a good old-fashioned horror soundtrack as well. Combining horror movies with the current rock and roll or pop song gained popularity in the 1980s with such hits as Dawkins' Dream Warriors, Alice Cooper's He's Back, The Man Behind the Mask, and literally every song by Fastway on the Trick or Treat album. The 90s took this one step further, with studios using their horror soundtracks to promote a wide catalog of artists that were typically associated with whatever label was producing the album. The soundtracks for Scream and The Faculty being a couple of standouts. And today we have a list of horrific hopefuls looking to join those reputable ranks. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at the nominees for Best Horror Soundtrack of 2022. We have Studio 666, Bodies, 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 Hellbender, My Best Friend's Exorcism, Day Shift, The Loneliest Boy in the World, Fresh, and The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs by John Brennan. And the winner is... Studio 666! Kinda hard to top the Foo Fighters. Now just imagine if they did a song about hookers and cocaine! Well, that about wraps up this segment of the 6th annual Scare Awards. I'm Jony Horror of the Jony Horror Show, here to once again congratulate all of our nominees and to remind you youngsters to be good to one another, be half-decent human beings, and if you don't, well then, I guess I will, see you in hell.
I mean...
Don't worry. Electrocution in the bathtub is just a Tuesday for Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's fine.
When you're of the horror variety, like Danny, who's a slasher, and me, who's a witch, I don't know, cartoon rules kind of apply.
Yeah, I mean, we die, but we always come back.
Always come back. But dying is a bitch.
But yeah, go check out
What
the Johnny.
movie is that from?
I'm not going to give away the answer. But yeah, go check out the Jony Horror Show. Show that guy some love. Once again, tell him the Horror Addicts.
Yes.
That guy did a
That's
killer
why
job.
I'm really excited to bring back the Creepy Channel Crawl this year, because I've had so many people tell me that we became friends because we did the Creepy Channel Crawl, because I pair people up with guests that they may not know, and in the past it's always worked out. And yeah, you know, we all kind of share each other's audience because people crawl from one channel to the next. So it's really a cool event.
Yeah, and congrats to Studio 666. The Foo Fighters kicked ass in that.
So sad that their drummer passed away.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking news. I found out that the day after I saw that movie.
Ah, you guys got it. Bride of Chucky. You guys are good.
Yeah, see?
But you know, it's like I think about, like, you know, Horror Addicts and stuff, because I did Horror Addicts and I still do Horror Addicts long before I had my own channel, and we have this video record of us, you know, for the past 8 years, and I'm glad that they have Studio 666.
Exactly.
Remember their friendship and
Glad
their
the movie
band.
came out. They got to have that. It was a good time. And
Honestly, I
deserved award.
didn't really know anyone in that band aside from Dave Grohl before that movie, and now I feel like I've gotten to know that person a little bit, and I'm really glad I saw that movie before I heard of his passing.
Yeah, killer performance, like, by all members of the band. I love that. And Jenna Ortega was in that as well.
God damn, Jenna Ortega, girl, where do you find the time? Where do you find the time? She does You. She does Studio 666. She does Wednesday. She does X. She does Scream.
Yeah.
She has
Take a
no
day
social
off.
life. Like, honey, you can take a day off. You're young. It's cool.
But no, she's killing it as well. What's also killer is the best score.
Pumpkins.
Well, pumpkins are killer.
I
Okay.
love pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkins. I love animated pumpkins.
I love animated pumpkins.
Yeah, like I always.
I mean,
hope-
our Beastie is a pumpkin.
Yeah, and I was always hoping in the the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown that thing would show up and like eat all those peanuts. But let's give it to our friend Bare Bones to find out what was the best score of horror 2022.
Hello ghouls and gals, I'm Bare Bones, the worst horror movie reviewer on YouTube. From my horrible taste in horror films to my abysmal upload schedule, you can expect just about nothing from me. So when the Horror Addicts reached out and asked if I wanted to present an award for the 6th annual AHHSCARES Awards, I was confused because you know the whole expect nothing thing, but I obliged and I decided to present the award for best score since I have a background in making music. I mean, I once produced for the Smashing Pumpkins, so I think I'm more than certified to handle this award. So enough about me, let's get this award over with because I know you're all ready for me to get off the screen. So without further ado, here are the nominations for Best Score. Michael Abels for Nope, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Bones and All, John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies for Halloween Ends, John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies again for Firestarter, Jeff Barrow and Ben Salisbury for Men, Tyler Bates and Tim Williams for Pearl, Tyler Bates again and Chelsea Wolfe this time for X, and Joseph LaDuca for Chucky the Series. And the winner is John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies for Halloween Ends. Haters aren't going to like this, but I am happy to see Halloween Ends actually win something since, you know, everyone seems to hate it. And obviously with John Carpenter scoring it, well, let's just say the other nominees had an uphill battle. That's it for me though. If you want to check me out further, find me at Bare Bones, and I have a nice podcast starting soon. Also plans for some great content to be released shortly. So I hope to see you around. See ya.
Is that okay? What is that? They understood the whole thing.
Are we talking over that? Anyways.
Should I play it again?
Yeah, play it one more time.
Hello ghouls and gals, I'm Bare Bones, the worst horror movie reviewer on YouTube. From my horrible taste in horror films to my abysmal upload schedule, you can expect just about nothing from me. So when the Horror Addicts reached out and asked if I wanted to present an award for the 6th annual AHHSCARES Awards, I was confused because you know the whole expect nothing thing, but I obliged and I decided to present the award for best score since I have a background in making music. I mean, I once produced for the Smashing Pumpkins, so I think I'm more than certified to handle this award. So enough about me, let's get this award over with because I know you're all ready for me to get off the screen. So without further ado, here are the nominations for Best Score. Michael Abels for Nope, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross for Bones and All, John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies for Halloween Ends, John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies again for Firestarter, Jeff Barrow and Ben Salisbury for Men, Tyler Bates and Tim Williams for Pearl, Tyler Bates again and Chelsea Wolfe this time for X, and Joseph LaDuca for Chucky the Series. And the winner is John Carpenter, Cody Carpenter, and Daniel Davies for Halloween Ends. Haters aren't going to like this, but I am happy to see Halloween Ends actually win something since, you know, everyone seems to hate it. And obviously with John Carpenter scoring it, well, let's just say the other nominees had an uphill battle. That's it for me though. If you want to check me out further, find me at Bare Bones, and I have a nice podcast starting soon. Also plans for some great content to be released shortly. So I hope to see you around. See ya.
That's hilarious.
Sorry I didn't mute us.
Yeah, we didn't want to like talk over it. That's rude. What I was saying though is like I was talking about how Screaming Soup, MM, and Bare Bones, they both popped on my radar like around this time last year when I was promoting last year's AHHSCARES, and they're so different in personalities. But I just love that I found two animated pumpkins, and I said to myself, I want them both next year, and here I am. I'm lucky I got them both.
I want them to collab.
Yeah, I do. I want them to collab. I know that they've definitely been like tweeting each other and stuff a little bit. So, Bare Bones, great stuff, man. And yes, the soundtracks are very important. Did you really produce for the Smashing Pumpkins? That's rad.
I think so. Next up, we have my horror brother.
Oh yeah, we do. He's gonna give us the down low on best effects, because that's also very important.
With some awesome guests, Killian and Corian.
Oh yeah, and when we say effects, we're talking like, practical, makeup, and CGI, because nowadays most movies have CGI and practical.
And sometimes it's really hard to tell which is which.
When they do
you
it
look
right.
at Scream when he puts that knife right through his face. Like, I honestly couldn't tell what it was.
I'm assuming there was a prosthetic there, but the knife itself still might have been CGI.
Sometimes it's a
I don't know.
combination.
Exactly. That's when they do it the best. So let's go over to the Nightwatch zone.
You feel it now, don't you? A mad descent into murder, mayhem, deception, and blood. A chance to delve into a genre that has scared us for decades. Join us if you dare. Welcome to the Nightwatch Zone. Nightwatch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. You're in the Nightwatch Zone. I'm Night. I've got Killian with me, and of course, the lovely Coriander. Guys, it's time to talk about the 6th annual AHHSCARES Awards. What's up?
AHHSCARES, man. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, I just want to say we're so happy. Number one, that we got invited to come back to do this.
Yeah.
That means that we didn't piss off anyone
Messed up
last
too
year.
much. Right.
Right. So we want to give special shout out to Horror Addicts, to Danny, and also our horror sister Gory B movie. It's awesome to be here with everyone, so we hope all of you guys that are watching are enjoying the show. We are going to be presenting the award for Best Horror Effects. Now, that's practical, CGI, makeup, and gore. Okay? Now, I just want to say this real quick, and I know how you guys feel, but I'm a big fan of practical effects, okay, since way back in the day. But sometimes CGI is okay, right? Sometimes CGI is okay. There's been some movies.
It has its good moments. Yeah.
It does. Okay. Coriander, I thought you were going to say it does not have its good moments.
Hey, after seeing the Avatar, it has its definite good moments. So yeah.
It does. And it's come a long way.
Right?
It has.
Oh my God.
It certainly has.
No doubt about it. Okay, so guys, we're going to present this award. These are the nominees. And the first nominee is Terrifier 2. And man, that was an event. That's what we got for it. Was brutal, man. All right, what else we got?
Yeah, so the next movie we have is Barbarian.
That movie freaked me out.
Man. Next we have Nope. And no words needed for this. No spoilers.
That's right. No spoilers in here. All right. Next, we have Cursed.
Yes, and then we have The Sadness.
Okay, can I just say something? The Sadness, watching that movie, it changes your life, okay? There was a lot of gross stuff in that movie. Wow.
Beyond gross.
It's crazy.
Next we have Deadstream.
Okay, all right. Next, we have Christmas, Bloody Christmas.
Oh! What? This guy killed the kid next door!
And yeah, Terminator Santa's kind of gives you nightmares.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And the next one is Crimes of the Future.
Particular what's happening with my body.
The master of body horror, David Cronenberg himself. Oh my gosh.
All right.
And finally, we have Hocus Pocus 2 for the kids.
Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
Do it for the kids, baby. Do it for the kids. That's right. Okay, now last year, Killian announced the winner, so it's only fair that we allow lovely Coriander to announce the winner for this year. So Coriander, who the hell won this thing?
Well, the big congratulations to Terrifier 2. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, bloody.
Yay.
Man, this workout, that movie was crazy. It was crazy. The stuff that they were doing in that movie. When we saw it in the theater, you remember that one guy that was making that audible noise like every couple of minutes? He was like, I was like, oh my God, this guy's either gonna barf or faint.
No.
Or both.
At the same time, right? Well, yes. So congratulations to Terrifier 2. Everyone involved with the film did a hell of a job. I mean, talk about some amazing practical horror effects. No doubt they deserved it. Thank all of you guys for watching this. Thank you so much again to the Horror Addicts and to Gory B Movie. We appreciate you guys so much. And this has been a fantastic year for horror. Check out the Nightwatch Zone. That'd be a great thing to do. Subscribe. We're ready to rock and roll doing live streams and videos multiple times per week. And come and join our wonderful community there. So anyways, guys, this was fun. I guess that's all we got to say. All right. As we usually say here, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch. Peace.
Night has the best sign off of anybody on YouTube. You know that clip from The Lion King where she's like, ooh, Mufasa.
Yeah.
That's how I feel every time I hear that. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch Zone. But I don't say it as good as him.
It reminds me of like something you would listen to on the radio late at night, like while you're driving, like on the highway and like the pitch dark.
It's like Twilight Zone or Unsolved Mysteries.
Exactly.
It's so good. His show is so good.
Something straight out of like Stephen King when you're listening to it on like a CB radio. You know, it'd be awesome to hear. And Killian, like, invite me over to play video games sometime. I love all those arcades. I have a lot of those at the place I work, but I still want to come play yours.
Killian's got a nice collection.
Yeah, he does. So check out the Nightwatch Zone. They are great, and they're obviously that's a great example of what their channel is like. Fun times, just talking about lots of horror.
I think we need a little bit more energy in this.
Yeah.
Can you give me a C?
C.
Oh.
I'm
not going to spell the whole thing.
Costumes, yeah. Let's go to Sally the Zombie Cheerleader.
Sally the Zombie Cheerleader here, and the nominees for Best Costume Design are Stephanie Protnoy Porter for Prey, Amy Andrews for The Black Phone, Malgosia Terzenska and Scylla Leckie for Pearl and X, Momurka Belovich for Hellraiser, Salvador Perez and Junior Gela Autumn for Hocus Pocus, Andres Danielle Toth and Godena Urez Attila for The Munsters, Leigh Davis for House of Darkness, Danielle Knox for The Invitation, and Olga Yarlog for Terrifier 2. And the winner is... Oh, wait, I have it here. The winner is... Skelly Cat, did you see that there's a piece of paper in here? It was supposed to tell me the winner. Oh, I don't have it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just kidding. It's Stephanie Protnoy Porter for Prey.
Hell yeah, Prey.
I love the zombie cheerleader so much.
Oh,
She
that was
does
great.
great old school, like Monster Vision style movie watch parties. Also check out her collection. We have the same Darcy and Joe Bob dolls
I
that she
spied
has.
that with my little eye, that's for sure.
She's so cool.
She also has Zero, the ghost dog from Nightmare Before Christmas. They got a lot of cool stuff in the background there. I mean, we do too, but I love watching your guys' videos just because I get to see like into your houses sometimes to see what cool stuff you
If
have.
cheerleaders were like her when I was in high school, I would have joined the squad.
And even though we had her present best costumes, she is a legit cheerleader and she's a legit zombie, so there's no costume there. So, thank you, Sally. Appreciate you joining us this year. You killed it.
Let's talk about, when people talk about atmosphere a lot, Joe Bob talked about this, what they're really talking about is production design.
Like, something that just sets the mood, a good background, a good set, a good, prop, all this stuff. It, like, makes, if it doesn't look real, it doesn't feel real. So some of these movies, they, like, immerse you into their world.
Movies are an illusion, and production design is part of making that magic happen.
And sometimes they are going for, like, this big, bright cartoon world. Sometimes they're going for a dark and very real, gritty world. It depends on what they're going for, but you gotta, like, hit it just right. And speaking of just right, there's no one better than to present this award than Mr. Lobo himself.
That guy's a dapper dude.
Greetings. I'm Mr. Lobo, host of Cinema Insomnia on OSI 74. And it's my privilege and honor to present the It is my privilege and honor to present the AHH Scare Award for Production Design 2022. And the nominees are The Invitation.
Wow, it's incredible.
Ready?
But that once broken bond will be renewed tonight.
Prey.
It's time.
The loneliest boy in the world.
That boy Oliver's definitely up to something.
Hello.
There's something very strange happening in that house. He's making us look like fools.
The loneliest boy in the world.
The Munsters.
Seems Miss Lily is truly in love.
Oh, come on, you know and I know that we gotta get rid of that bozo Herman Munster.
Nope. Hellraiser.
And it's almost finished. Keep going. It's time.
The Hatching. Crimes of the Future.
The world is a much more dangerous place now that pain has all but disappeared.
And The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs.
Oh, that looks very dated now. We don't really like
What year was that? In the late 70s?
Yeah, it would have been 77 when I first started talking.
So in 77, the hippie thing was already...
As far as they were concerned, yes.
We weren't nominated? Oh. And the winner is... Suspense is killing me. The Munsters!
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Lobo. We appreciate it.
I'm probably your opinion, but I enjoyed the Munsters.
I definitely will have to say, if anything, Rob Zombie went all out on the production value. Like those sets, the colors, the schemes.
The lighting.
I wasn't necessarily 100% on board with the looks of some of the characters. Like, just the iconic, like, because no one's going to look like Fred Gwynn. Sadly, that's just how it is. And I get that. But those sets and those costumes that they all wore, like they changed the costume. Elvira showing up, Cassandra Peterson in her witch face.
Also, props to Yuki for his production design on the last drive-in.
Yeah, I mean, Yuki is killing it on that. And so all those people, The Hatching, I loved that one. That was a good nomination. It looks like Robin St. Charles likes The Hatching. And yeah, The Hatching is a very probably underseen movie because it's a foreign film, but it's really good. It has great production value, great creature.
But when we're talking about visuals, what is really the thing that captures our attention?
Okay, so it doesn't matter like how good your set looks if your cameraman doesn't know what the hell they're doing. You need to get good techniques. You need to get good angles. You need to like capture what the director and perhaps the writer like visually wanted to show people. You have to know how to capture that, and that is an art in its own. So why don't we go to Ghoulish Tendencies? Our girl Kim.
I love Kim.
Yeah, another local.
Another Seattleite.
Yeah, she's gonna be hanging out with us at Crypticon as always. But yeah, let's go see what.
By the way, we will be at Crypticon 2023.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, what is the best cinematography of 2022?
Hi all, Kim here from Ghoulish Tendencies, a spooky podcast, and I am so excited to be part of this year's AHHSCARES, presenting the award for Best Cinematography. As a filmmaker myself, I know the importance of having a really awesome person behind the camera, so let's get to the nominees. The nominees are Elliot Rocket for Pearl and X, Hoyt van Hoytema for Nope, Michael Simmons for Halloween Ends, Rob Hardy for Men, McGregor for Fall, Kasusha Jenenfeld for A Wounded Fawn, Matthew Chung for You Won't Be Alone, Benjamin Kirk Nielsen for Watcher,
I can't see anything.
Rena Yang for Nanny, and the winner is Elliot Rocket for Pearl and X. Congratulations, Elliot, and thank you so much to Danny and Gory, my very favorite horror addicts, and to all of you watching at home, stay spooky.
Thank you, Kim. That was a great job. And, yeah, so good times.
But as horror fans, what do we really want to see?
All right, so it's good to have cinematography, good to have a good cameraman, good to have a good set, good to have a lot of these things, good to have a good costume, good to have good effects. But we just want to see people die in some cool ways. I mean, it's true. So why don't we send it over to Almost Sideways, our friend Adam. Another one.
By the way, I was just on his show. We talked about Leprechaun.
And Adam did this very last minute. I want to appreciate that. It was originally going to be Craven, but health reasons, he had to step out, and that's fine. We totally understand. Health comes first. Craven, get better. We love you, buddy. But Adam, thank you for stepping in last minute and giving us the best death of 2022.
Hello, horror fans! My name is Adam of Almost Sideways, and I'm extremely honored to be a part of AHHSCARES this year. And I'm also really thankful for Danny and Gory for letting me give out this amazing award of Best Movie Death in 2022. We had some awesome nominees here, and I think the winner is pretty damn good too. And the nominees for this year's Best Movie Death in 2022 are: Put on a Happy Face from Smile. We're Splitting Up from Studio 666. Bad Baby from Barbarian. Salt, Bleach from Terrifier 2. It's the humane thing to do from Sissy. Stab from Scream 5. And So Long and Thanks for Coming from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And the winner for Best Movie Death of 2022 goes to Salt and Bleach from Terrifier 2. I think the right winner won here. Arthur Clown really freaks me out, and I would never want to cross him. Before he starts hunting me down, I better get out of here. But thanks so much once again. My name is Adam of Almost Sideways.
Thank you, Adam. And awesome job, Art, once again, for turning death into art. God damn. We couldn't even show like a third of that kill. It's so long. Like, there's so much into that kill. We just showed you a snip of it. Salt and Bleach, baby.
And we're nearing the end of the awards.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close. You alright?
Yeah.
You gonna make it?
I'm gonna make it. Are you gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm totally fine. So.
I'm ready, baby.
Art the Clown.
Get it up.
He's like a live action cartoon, Art the Clown. And that's, you don't want to mess with an live action cartoon because Toon Force is not to be fucked with. Speaking of which, we gotta send it to our friends, our dearest friends, Dead Wes and Mandy. Come on, we're gonna find out what was the best horror animation from Screaming Soup.
Broadcasting dead from the Crosslands to present the AHHSCARES Award for Best Horror Animation of 2022. Fresh off their be-all, end-all, tell-all retrospective on the attack of the Killer Tomatoes franchise, please welcome Screaming Soup's animated horror hosts, Dead Wes and Mandy.
Howdy there, Scream Freaks!
Hi everyone, what an honor to present this award for Best Animated Horror of 2022 at the AHHSCARES.
You could say we're drawn to this kind of stuff.
As the web's #1 animated horror host show featuring a sci-fighting rodeo's worth of monsters in the wild, weird West, we know better than anyone how much time and energy it takes to create a world from scratch with nothing but a pen and paper.
That's right. The progress of an animator can be a maddening crawl at times, but the minutes of magic those hours of hard work produce is unlike any other as creators' imaginations become a reality on screen for all to enjoy.
With that said, we're proud to recognize the following nominees for their outstanding stab at animated horror.
Scooby and the gang must team up with a devious tailor behind their greatest enemy's costumes to take down an all-new bad guy in Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo.
Another entry in the Hotel Transylvania series, this time with child-friendly body horror as the monsters become human in Hotel Transylvania Transformania.
The Simpsons with their latest Treehouse of Horror special, spoofing the latest Pennywise movies and not it.
Comedian turned horror director Jordan Peele reunites with Keegan-Michael Key to try his hand at animated scares about a pair of demon brothers escaping hell to dupe an angst-ridden teen with magic hair cream into helping them build their own afterlife amusement park in Wendell and Wild.
A stop-motion nightmare from the twisted mind of Phil Tippett telling a dystopian government's fight against unimaginable evils and mad God.
Worlds collide as the drama-packed lives of coexisting species, from humans to cats to mice, are explored within the same home in The House.
The anthology series Love, Death, and Robots returns to Netflix, and a particularly special entry features a hungry monster of a crustacean taking a ship hostage at sea to sell it to its next tasty massacre in Bad Traveling.
Aspiring animators do their best to make viewers jump in a collection of bone-chilling shorts hosted by The Poloni Show Halloween Special.
And if you think someone loves you when they clearly don't, you might share the same problem as Carly, who goes to horrific lengths to catch her imaginary lover's affection in Erotomaniac.
And the winner is...
Mad God!
Come on up and receive your hard-earned reward.
Ugh, things are getting downright ugly down there.
We'll just accept this on your behalf until you're able to get it backstage.
See you later, Screen Freaks!
I love Hot. Screaming Soup, thank you so much. It wouldn't be the Oscars without Dead West and Mandy. They always kill it. They know their animation. They work so damn hard. They're such beautiful episodes with so many cool things in the background.
They are the #1 animated horror show on YouTube.
For a good reason, too. I love to just pause. Like, if you saw there, like, you saw a lot of those nominees. I could, like, see them in, like, Shaggy and stuff hanging out, and Pennywise, Krusty. I love that. I'd love to just watch their stuff and, like, go back and pause it and just see all the cool stuff that they put in there. There's so much work into that. And I'm so glad that we've been animated and we've been some of those background characters. It's
That's
so cool.
true.
And thank you guys so much. If you are not familiar with Screaming Soup for whatever reason, go subscribe right now.
Not only do they cover a lot of great movies, but they also have an ongoing storyline within the show. It's like Metalopolis.
Yeah. And if you follow Dead West on Twitter, Screaming Soup, it's funny, like, they always post every Friday, like, a creepy ass fucking toy commercial from the past. And like they're like, some of those are like, oh my god, suppressed childhood memory for a reason because it was traumatizing. And you know what? Just damn right.
They have
good
awesome
people.
taste.
Exactly.
And you know, hey, they love Killer Tomato movies.
Exactly.
I love fuzzy tomato movies.
Right? Fuzzy tomatoes. I like tomatoes when you put salt on them, they turn into a hot chick. Because why not? Yeah, I want to mention that though. Not only do they love Killer Tomato movies, but they recently just released. It's like 3 hours long. It is fucking though. It's like the ultimate look at Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Like all the movies, the series, and everything. They talk about everything. They bring in the guests. It is an amazing event. You have to go check it out. It's like, whew, I was so impressed by that. All right, getting back to the boring real life world where we're not animated, sadly. But you know what? Someone still has to write all this awesome stuff. So let's go to our friend Brandon Beldam for best screenplay because...
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Brandon from the channel Brandon the Beldam, and I would like to personally thank the fine people over at Horror Addicts for allowing me to be a presenter for this year's AHHSCARES. And I will be presenting Best Horror Screenplay. And so, our nominees are Seth Reese and Will Tracy for The Menu, C. Robert Cargill and Scott Derrickson for The Black Phone, Zach Krieger for Barbarian, Jordan Peele for Nope, Justin Benson for Something in the Dirt, David Leslie Johnson and McGoldrick, David Coggenheil and Alex Mace for Orphan First Kill, David, I can't pronounce the last name, and Camille DeAngelis for bones and all. Goran Stolinsky for You Won't Be Alone. And the Addams Family, not the family, for Hellbender. And so, our winner for Best Horror Screenplay of 2022 is... Drum roll! Seth Weiss and Will Tracy for The Menu. Congratulations, Seth Weiss and Will Tracy. The Menu is a fantastic movie, and thank you for watching, and on with the show.
The Menu made me so hungry for a cheeseburger, I have to say.
I know, right?
And I agree. It was so well written. Brandon, you're a great guy, man. You are such a huge supporter of the horror community, and we are so lucky to have you. Like, the dude is always, like, pushing everybody.
He's part of the B-Movie Coven.
Exactly. And you should always be a part of the B-Movie Coven. Brandon, thank you so much. On snazzy shirt, man. Way to dress.
He looks sharp.
Very sharp. Sharp as that menu. Cut your finger on that. So,
damn, I could go for a cheeseburger right now.
Yeah, right? Oh, God. But none of the other stuff that was in, like, the...
You know who's one of my favorite underrated people on YouTube?
I know. Because... Hold on. Before we get to that, I just want to say, we've had screenplays, and you got to write it to make it good, right? If it's not a good screenplay, you don't have anything. But also, you got to make it look good, and what to make it look good is action, and that takes stunts. And stunts
you know who does their own stunts?
Stunts are dangerous, and every time you do a stunt, you are rolling the dice. That's right. Let's send it to our girl, Steph. Dice rolling for best stunts.
Let's talk about stunts. As you'll know, if you're a regular viewer of my channel, I do all my own stunts. Something else I'm sure you know is that it's not just action movies that show off tremendous, death-defying bits of adrenaline. So in this section, we're going to be taking a look at some horror movies from last year that had us gripping the arms of our chairs and on the edge of our seats. The nominations for Best Stunts in 2022 horror films are Fall, directed by Scott Mann and starring Virginia Gardner, Grace Caroline Curry, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Mason Gooding. Two friends decide to climb a radio tower of 2,000 feet, but get stuck at the top with no way to call for help or climb down to safety. Deadstream. This Shudder original was directed by Joseph and Vanessa Winter and stars Melanie Stone and Joseph Winter himself. A content creator attempts to resuscitate his career by staying in a haunted house for the night and live streaming the experience. Beast, directed by Baltazar Kormaker and starring Idris Elba, Leah Sava Jeffries, Iana Hailey, and Charlotte Copley, based on a story by Kwame Primak Sullivan. A widowed father visits a South African game reserve with his two daughters. They end up in a fight for their lives when a man-killing lion stalks and attacks them. Prey, serving as a prequel to the Predator franchise. It was directed by Dan Trachtenberg, starring Amber Midthunder, Dakota Beavers, Michelle Thrush, Dane DeLiegro, and of course, Coco. Set in the northern Great Plains during 1719, a Comanche warrior is faced with the task of protecting her tribe from an alien being hunting them. Day Shift, directed by J.J. Perry and starring Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco, Megan Good, Natasha Leo Ordizzo, and Snoop Dogg, based on a story by Tyler Tice. A father works as a pool maintenance man in order to provide for his family. However, he also hunts vampires in the area. The Sadness, directed by Rob Jabaz and starring Regina, Barant Zhu, and Zhu Chiang Wen. A Taiwanese couple are attempting to reunite with each other all while a viral pandemic is being spread, turning people into homicidal maniacs. Barbarian, directed by Zach Kreger and starring Georgina Campbell, Justin Long, and Bill Skarsgård. A woman preparing for a job interview arrives at the Airbnb she booked only to find it already occupied. Both people discover a horrible secret hidden beneath the house. Nope, directed by Jordan Peele, and starring Daniel Kaluuya, Keke Palmer, Stephen Yeun, Brandon Perea, and Michael Wincott. After strange and unexplained events occur, siblings who inherited their father's horse wrangling business attempt to capture evidence of a UFO in the area. Scream 5, directed by Tyler Gillette and Matt Bettinelli, starring Neve Campbell, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, Jenna Ortega, Melissa Barrera, Mason Gooding, Marley Shelton, and Jack Quaid. 25 years after the first Woodsboro murders, a new Ghostface has begun targeting teens, who are linked in some way to the original killings. And now the winner. Drumroll please. The winner is Prey. Congratulations to Stephen McMichael and his entire stunt coordination team for their work on this film. Thank you to all of you for voting, and to the Horror Addicts for hosting another year of horror appreciation. Enjoy the rest of the show, and I'll see you later.
You always come up a winner when you bet on Dice Rollen. Seriously, thank you. Great job. You killed it. And, yeah, some great stunts in those movies. Loved it. Like, wow. Prey killed it. Giant beasts and all that stuff. Even Scream. I think, like, when they fly over the banister and the fire scene.
That scene where Sydney and Ghostface go over the banister is such a great stunt.
And fall, like, I don't know, like, you could say what you want about the movie, but damn it, the whole movie was a stunt.
Well, and they made the performers, the actresses, wear the cameras so that it actually filmed what they were seeing, and they made that pole.
Yeah, I mean, the tower wasn't quite as high as it was supposed to be in the movie, but still, they were on a giant pole for the whole movie.
Still very high.
Extremely high. They're on their movies. They got wires.
That movie gives you, if you're not already afraid of heights, that movie's gonna make you afraid of heights.
I'm only sad that I didn't get to see that, like, in an IMAX theater, because, damn, that would have given me some good vertigo. But thank you, Dino, once again, the Late Late Horror Show, for your donation. He says, thanks again for putting on together another year. Yeah, we're happy to do this. I love showing these videos that these awesome presenters make. Like, and I love giving awards to these awesome films. So, happy to do it. You guys are great. Thank you once again, Steph. Dice rolling, kicking some ass. All right, so it's the end of the show, right? Let's find out what the best horror film was. Oh, wait, it's not quite the end of the show. It's the best foreign language, non-English. Yeah, but we're going to send it to our friend Ivan from the movie Void. He's going to let us know what the best horror film is that you had to read, because most of us...
Unless you know that language.
Unless you know that specific language. Unless you know all languages, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe you do. Maybe you're super smart.
I have to say, a lot of these were worth it, because there are some good nominations here. Let's go for best foreign language film.
Hi everybody, this is the movie Void. And this is a doggy. Welcoming you from the Sunset Strip here in Hollywood, Los Angeles, and we are presenting you the award for Best Foreign Film on this year's AHHSCARES. I just saw Scream 6 and it was badass, by the way. And so, the nominees are Pussy Cake from Spain. Now I'm in this fancy ass limo with these hot ass people.
Okay, well, from
and the next nominee is Incantation from China / Mandarin. Now we're at a gas station and we're all peeing secretly. Next nominee, The Sadness, Chinese Mandarin. So now I'm standing in front of this after party. The next nominee is You Won't Be Alone, Macedonia. And now I'm at the after party. And the next nominee is The Innocents, Norway. Okay, now I'm coming back home. I hope God, it's fucking 4:41. I hope Carlos doesn't see me come back. He's gonna be very upset that I went without him. By the way, the next
nominee is hatching from Finland.
Well.
God damn it, I'm so sorry, Carlos.
You went to the after party without me.
I'm sorry, Carlos, but do you remember what happened to you the last time you went to the last after party?
Let's not talk about that. Are we doing AHHSCARES?
Yeah, we're doing AHHSCARES.
I'm gonna read the next nominee. Old people, Germany. But now that you went to the after party without me, we are going to the hot tub tomorrow.
But what if it rains, Carlos? It's been raining like all the fucking time.
We are going to the hot tub. God damn it!
Okay, Carlos.
Wake up!
Carlos. What?
Wake up! We have to read the nominees!
I'm so fucking hungover.
You said we'd go to the hot tub!
Okay. Just give me 5 minutes. You wanna read a nominee?
Of course I do. Speak no evil. Denmark.
You happy now? Now that we're in the hot tub, in one of the rainiest days LA has to offer.
Yes. Let's read the nominees.
Okay. Piggy, Spain,
Sweetie, you won't believe it. Russia.
and the Oscar goes to the Sadness.
Sadness.
Well, congratulations to the winners. Hope you enjoy your little Oscar. And, it's been like 2 years, motherfuckers. But I can safely say, we're back.
We're back, bitches.
Poppycock. 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 Poppycock.
Ivan's back!
Ivan's back, baby!
I have to admit.
And Carlos.
Yeah. Alright, Carlos, don't be mad. I trimmed down your video a little bit because of music reasons, but I will post the full thing on Twitter tomorrow because I want people to see it, but it was just for copyright reasons on that music. Great job. Thank you so much. I know you worked so hard on that. And next time we're down in LA, we have to hang out with you, man.
Carlos and Ivan are living their best lives.
Exactly, and I need to meet Carlos in person at some point. I'm a big fan of that little unicorn. And it's funny because our friend Ronnie Angel lives down in LA, and they were both on like one of the first Oscars. I think they were both on the first Oscars together, and they didn't know each other then because Ivan like didn't even live in the country at the time. But now he lives in LA, and they're friends. Small world sometimes. So
Indeed.
Yeah, we're gonna go down there next September, so we gotta hang out, man.
We're going to Nintendo World.
Yeah, Nintendo World. We're taking laws, but we're gonna, we'll have time to do some other stuff too. That'd be great.
And Hollywood Horror Nights with Chucky.
Hollywood Horror Nights. Ooh, I love Hollywood Horror Nights. Go check out our video on here on Horror Addicts about our last Hollywood Horror Nights. It's a great. It'll show you all the mazes too. Like I got away with filming a lot of stuff. So, best horror film, The Sadness. Foreign horror film, anyways. What are your thoughts?
I loved it. It was gory. It was depraved. It really pushed some boundaries, but I think it was very effective.
Yes, it was an event, man. You didn't come out of that the same. That's for sure.
Nope.
It took stuff from you, like, whew. But there's a lot of good nominations there. I loved Pussy Cake. I
loved Pussy Cake. You guys, if you haven't seen it, it's a great film from Argentina. You need to see it.
And I loved Imitation. Great found
Oh, so
footage.
good.
Also Mandarin Chinese.
It was fun.
It was good times. And, you got to do the hand signal things. Wow.
Yeah.
It's...
Incantation.
Exactly. Also, some other good ones. Piggy was a really good one. It started as a short film.
Glamour Gold says you gotta loosen that tie.
Oh, yeah. It's getting late,
You need to start wearing it around your head. Woo! For the last one. You gotta wear it around your
I'll
head.
wear it around my last one. But there's a lot of good horror foreign films that...
Ivan says he'd do Universal with us.
Oh, yeah.
Universal is our Disneyland.
We'll give you the date and plenty. Start saving up now for that RIP tour, because that's what we do. We do the RIP tour, so we can hit every maze. But yes, definitely come with us, Ivan. We want to kick it.
And The Sadness is on Shudder, which is the best streaming service for horror fans. So absolutely check it out. It's well worth it. You get a 7-day free trial, and it's only $4.99 a month, guys.
I know, and Shudder didn't even pay us to tell you that. So
I know. It's my favorite. It is the horror fans' Netflix.
Money got tight, and I was like, well, bye, Netflix.
We don't even have Netflix. We have Shudder and Crunchyroll.
Exactly. Well, we have some Crunchyroll. But
we have some Crunchyroll.
We could get rid of that if we, need to.
Wow.
But Shudder, we cannot.
No, we need our Shudder.
We need our Joe Bob. We need access to those great Shudder original horror movies.
And they had Elvira.
Oh, yeah.
And every
The
week,
Boulet Brothers.
they specifically curate wonderful films from around the world for horror fans.
And that's exactly kind of what we're talking about. We need to get into, some of these TV shows here. But wait, what's that again? It looks from...
I can't quite hear you. I
Are
know
we
you're right next to me, but I can't hear you, Danny.
Hey, I'm back again. Yep, another commercial. Yeah, commercial. So this one is for the second shop we have. This one is called T-shirts and Stuff. We have other horror stuff, sarcastic stuff. But hey, come here, take a look what we have right here. Remember, that's T-shirts and stuff. Use code HORROR13 to get 13% off your next order.
How do you keep... He's in the chat now, too. Damn it, Death. All right. I admit,
Death
great
is
stuff.
everywhere, Danny.
Great stuff. You don't need... I
Mama's
would gladly
gonna
make
need
you
one
a
of them
trip.
purses, just saying.
I will gladly tell people about your Etsy shops. You don't need to hack into the feed here.
Mama needs one of them Bride of Chucky purses.
All right. Well,
my birthday's coming up. Mother's Day's coming up. Good Friday's coming up.
use the code HORROR13 to save 13% off. All right?
It's
T-shirts and
killer.
stuff. I love
Killer.
stuff, and I love T-shirts, especially when they're horror related.
If you didn't have T-shirts, you'd be naked.
I have almost 400 T-shirts, and a few of them come from teachers and stuff. So there you go.
I've met that guy at Crypticon.
I have too. He's a great guy. All right. Like I was saying before all that nonsense happened, not only is horror great in the big screen, but it's great on the streaming services. It's great on the television. Let's go and
I like to watch movies about the real things in the world.
Oh.
Sometimes even about movies.
Real world is way scarier than most of this fictional stuff.
It really is, guys.
And who here hasn't stayed up late to watch a great scary documentary?
You know, when you can't sleep or you have to work super late, the only thing that gets you through it is Dino from the Late Late Horror Show and his wonderful radio shows.
Yeah. Brandon says if we go to Cali, he's definitely going to hang out. All right, we're going to Cali next September, Brandon, so maybe we can make that happen. But let's stay up. Let's go check on Dino, and let's find what is the best horror documentary of 2022?
I have a feeling I know.
No.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 6th, yes, that's right, 6th annual AHHSCARES Award, only right here on the Horror Addicts channel. And thank you once again, Danny and Gory, for inviting me and Elise, but I have no idea what happened to Elise up until like 2 hours ago, so I have no idea.
Hello, this is Walter Winchell with WAHH News. Seems there is a rash of murders going on around an event called the AHHSCARES. They're calling this individual the AHHSCARES Strangler. So all the police are telling us at this moment is to be careful and keep an eye out. With that said, Mark, how's the weather there?
The AHHSCARES. Dino thinks I'm doing this with him this year. Yeah, I'm taking over the channel. Hey, you. So, looks like I've got the AHHSCARES award right in my hands. Yep. Oh, no. Dino thinks that we're in on this together, that I'm just helping him out, but he doesn't know what I've got in store. Oh, and you better not say anything. Oh, I know. Because you'll be in the same boat as him if you say a word. I knew I could count on you. All right, bye. Dino, is that you? Look, this isn't funny. No!
Not sure what happened there, but Elise just isn't here right now, so it is what it is. I'm going to go on anyways. But thank you, Danny and Gory. And for the award, it is the Best Horror Documentary Feature of 2022. And the nominees are Pennywise, The Story of It, The Found Footage Phenom, You wouldn't get a show without Dino goofing up. So there you go. This is Guar. In Search of Darkness 3. There's been 2 other ones? Anyways. And Scariest Monsters in America. So with that said, I do believe, I found this earlier. I'm not sure. I didn't even know there was going to be an envelope. It's so silly. But there is an envelope, and here we go. And the winner for Best Horror Documentary Feature of 2022 is In Search of Darkness 3. So congratulations to them. And thank you again. Thank you one and all. Peace.
So, I just did a little provincial parameter check to make sure we had no stranglers, made sure all the doors were locked. The only killer in here is myself. But,
Are you sure about that?
I'm a lady killer, that's for sure, right? No. No, of course not. I scare them away, though, that's for sure.
I like you.
Elise, we hope you get better. And whoever that masked man was, shame? I don't know. Dino, great job. We love you, Dino. Thank you once again.
Gwa!
Yeah, Dead West. I voted for Guar, to be honest. It's because I can't ever vote against Guar. I have to admit, though, the third act, once they get done talking about Odorous' death, it kind of sours from there on. Like, they just kind of skim over a lot of stuff that really cool they should have been, like, focusing on. But, Search of Darkness 3, no surprise there.
Those are fun. And this last one was so long.
Yeah.
And movie Massacres in the credits.
Exactly. You can't go wrong with the Search of Darkness movies. Those are great. So, no surprise there. Congratulations on your Oscar.
And we are in the home stretch.
We are. We're almost done here. We're doing some TV now. So that was documentaries, and we all stayed up late for those. Late for those. But what was new? Like, change it to something new, right? Like, let's go to... Okay, we've also, on this channel so far, for this video itself, this whole thing, we've had a bunch of couples. We've had, like, The Mummy and the Monkey. We've had a lot of things. We just had Dino and Elise. But there's that horror couple. And they're going to tell us about the best new horror TV shows.
What's up, guys? We're That Horror Couple. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Rob.
And we're here today to present the best new horror TV show for the Oscars from the year 2022.
Thank you for having us, Oscars.
Thank you,
Awesome
Horror Addicts TV, for having us. We're so excited.
Should I be in a suit for this?
Yeah, we're wearing Fright Rags tees, but I guess that's good.
This is my fancy clothes, actually.
Yeah, these are fancy clothes.
Yeah. I'm not wearing pants, but
No.
you can't tell.
You can't tell. It only shows up.
Rocking commando. We are That Horror Couple.
Yes.
We do reviews.
Horror movie reviews, horror movie trailer reactions.
And I must say, out of all the horror channels out there on YouTube, we're one of them.
Yeah, we are one of them. So make sure you are checking us out. We like to have fun. Rob tells, dirty jokes.
It's a good combination.
Yeah, it's a good combination of laughter, dirty jokes, and facts about horror movies. So make sure you're hitting the subscribe button.
We're just plugging ourselves.
Yeah,
that's what this is all about. I mean,
no, but we're happy to be doing this. So let's get to the nominees. And the nominees are Wednesday, Yellow Jackets, Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities, Dahmer, From, The Midnight Club, and Interview with the Vampire.
there was a lot of 2022. I tried to Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
And Kaylee was not interested. And I think it was because the shows were just that good.
Yeah, they were that good. You have to pay attention.
No, maybe you did say I smell like cheese.
No.
You were like, Rob, you smell like cabbage.
No, I didn't.
She's like, I'm not interested. Plus, on our couch, there's like a spring that pokes the ass.
No.
It's really uncomfortable. But she didn't want to Netflix and chill. She wanted to watch these.
Yeah.
Binge watch them.
Of course,
And
you have to.
That's what we did this year. These shows had you hooked in.
They did. That was
And
what it's all about.
I do smell like cheese
No.
a little bit. That's my cologne.
No.
Swiss for men.
No. And the winner is Wednesday.
Oh,
everybody break out in the Wednesday dance.
Oh, that dance was taken over by Storm on TikTok.
I know.
I think that was the right decision, though, because
Yeah.
that dance was taking over.
It was awesome.
If Wednesday didn't win, we probably would have got the finger by Thing.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that her friend, that Thing?
Yeah, Thing. Yeah.
Hey,
That's
man,
awesome.
I'm not even judging, man. In high school, I was basically dating my hand. That was my chick.
Yeah.
I had a picture of my hand in my locker.
Oh my god.
I named her Pamela Henderson.
Oh my god. Winner is for Best New Horror TV Show of 2022, Wednesday, which is on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, make sure you go stream it. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Horror Addicts TV. They're awesome.
Thank you very much.
They're hosting an awesome award show tonight. We're so happy to be a part of it. Thank you guys so much for asking us, and make sure you subscribe.
And, thanks to everybody else involved in this, all
Yeah.
the other presenters. You guys all rock. We're all one family.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Group hug, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta, get together with them and have a double date sometime. And if we do it at the Hal Inn, maybe we could have a triple date with them and Dead West and Mandy as well.
And do the Wednesday dance.
Oh, the Wednesday dance. I'm not as good as that. Jenna Ortega killed it. It's no real surprise. That movie, just really, was the highest rated show ever on Netflix, I believe.
Really?
Yeah,
more than Stranger Things?
I think so, yeah. There you go. But then again, that doesn't
Hey,
always...
Mr. Lobo's here.
That doesn't say much because, well, how are you doing, Mr. Lobo? I appreciate you
Lobo
stopping.
means wolf.
If he's just now getting here,
Woof.
we already saw your segment, and thank you, sir. Love the bow tie. You did a great job. You'll have to check it out.
He's a dapper gentleman.
Yeah, and we have also, Have Cheetah Will Review.
Ariel!
And Ariel! It's okay. Better late than never, Ariel. But yeah, Wednesday. Killed it on the dance floor. And it's not just a TikTok thing. Wednesday danced in the original series, too. She taught Lurch how to dance. It's always been a Wednesday thing to dance. The horror couple, we thank you. Did a great job. And now we gotta see, those are the new shows. But what are the old shows that have been returning?
Some have been returning for many years.
Exactly. We have Chucky on his second season, but we have, The Walking Dead on its, 32nd season, right? Something like that. I feel like they've been walking forever.
They've been walking a long time.
I'll be dead by the time they've done walking.
No, you won't. You're gonna live forever. You're a slasher.
I think this is actually their last year, and
I think it did end.
I think this is their last year to win. So did they? We'll find out. Let's go to Drumdums.
One of our oldest friends on YouTube.
Lee. I'm talking about fucking Lee.
Lee.
What's up, guys? It's Lee from Drumdums, and I want to thank my good friends Gory and Danny from the Horror Addicts for inviting me once again to be on the AHHSCARES. I'm always excited to be a part of this, to be a part of the horror community. It's awesome. Gory and Danny, we've been friends for, I think 8 years now. We all started together, and it was such an awesome thing, and we've always kept in touch, and we've streamed together. So I'm so happy to be here. My category I'm presenting on is Best Horror TV Show. And we're going to get right into it. Let's give you the nominees right now. The nominees are The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, not to be confused, American Horror Story New York City, Servant, Stranger Things, Chucky, and What We Do in the Shadows. A lot of great nominees there. I'm really curious to see who's going to win. I know who's going to win because I have it right here in front of me. The winner is, of course, Stranger Things. Oh my God, Stranger Things Season 4 lit up the freaking world last year. So, and because it was great. It was a great freaking season. I was just kind of lukewarm on Stranger Things, and then here comes Season 4, and just a great combination of so many different elements of horror, especially like Nightmare on Elm Street. But are we ever going to get a new Nightmare movie? We should, after that. Have the Duffer Brothers direct it. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I've overstayed my welcome. Thank you so much, my good friends. I love you guys to death. I swear to God. And I'm so honored every year you guys ask me to jump in on the AHHSCARES. It's much more important, I think, than the Oscars. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm going to give it right back to you, Gory and Danny.
He's talking about the Oscars, and nobody apparently slapped each other this year because we haven't heard a damn thing in the chat about what they're going on. Last year, they're like, oh, slaps. But this year,
we were like, what?
We didn't know. But this year, no one said a damn thing. So I'm assuming it's been pretty boring. Lee, thank you very much. It's funny because Stranger Things won.
He was on Stranger Things.
Seasons 1 and 2, he's on the last 2 episodes. He's like on the last episode of each of those. He's a security guard.
Soldier.
Yeah, soldier security guard guy. So that's cool that Lee got to present this. He's right. I didn't even think about it. When I saw this as a category, I was like, oh damn, who's gonna win? Chucky or What We Do in the Shadows?
I love Chucky.
And I
love What We Do in the
know.
Shadows. It's a real human show.
I didn't even think about it, but yes, I have to admit, Stranger Things blew it away. We even had Stranger Things pizzas. I went to got some of those.
And people had this decoration of Max floating in their front yard, and it went completely viral.
So it shouldn't have been a surprise. It was for me, but it shouldn't have been. Stranger Things killed it. We got 11, and she's still blowing people up with her mind.
It was one of the shows that set the precedent for how good a TV show could be.
Yeah, especially a show that's set in the 80s.
Yeah.
Boom, and everybody got on that nostalgia.
Kids on bikes, am I right?
Right, and
Kids on bikes.
80s soundtracks, and basically we had Freddy Krueger in this season.
We need more Freddy. I love Jason, I love Michael, but it's been too long, Freddy. Come on back.
Yeah, do something with us. So, congratulations, Stranger Things. It's mind over matter sometimes.
I am so excited about our next presenter.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I love Yuki and Brennan.
I do too. Okay, so we got a Joe Bob cameo last year, thanks to Darcy. We really appreciate that. But also, representing the last drive-in this year, we're getting Yuki Nakamura. He's not related to Shinsuke Nakamura, as far as I know. But he's way cool, and he's fucking rad. And he's with John Brennan, who knows how to fucking jam. Dude, I can't believe that they're doing this, and I'm a huge honor to have them. Let's go to John and Yuki.
And we are part of their Patreon, and we highly recommend it. Yuki
please.
Reacts is such a fun show.
It is.
Yuki and John's Patreon buffet. Okay, everybody. Hello, good evening, and welcome to, usually we say welcome to Yuki and John's Patreon buffet.
Right.
But this is something totally different. This is like an actual award show, Yuki.
Wow, it's award season. The Academy is next Sunday, so yeah.
That's right. And you know what's going on today? We're presenting an award, but it's called the AHHSCARES instead of the Oscars.
Oh, okay.
It's horror centric.
Oh, okay. So we selecting the best horror movie?
No, we're gonna present an award. I'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
But look, Yuki, you know what? You got to wear a bow tie. It's. I mean, come on. How non-classy could you be? You got to tie this. You know how to tie a bow tie?
No.
Oh man.
I'm not the tie guy.
All right, just put it around your neck and then we'll pretend. You could. Yeah.
Okay.
No autoerotic asphyxiation like that guy that did that from Kill Bill. Anyway, so hey everybody, so we're here to present an award. So first we're going to present a personal award that we want to give out, and since we do the Patreon buffet and the podcast buffet, we want to put out the serving spoon of past horror distinction for a movie called Diabolique.
Yes!
Diabolique. You love that movie, right?
Yeah, the Clouseau, the best.
That's right, Clouseau. And you know what happened was Hitchcock was trying to get the novel rights, and he wasn't able to because Clouseau got it, and that forced him to go on and make Psycho, one of the greatest horror movies ever made.
Yeah.
So Diabolique, right?
Yes, but people make sure don't bother the remake, the original one, French movie.
Sharon Stone just got up and walked out. She's very upset with you right now. That's not good. Okay, so we're here to present an award. Thank you to the Horror Addicts for having us. And the award that we're presenting here is the award for Best Nonfiction TV Show. Horror TV show. Best Nonfiction Horror TV Show. As you can tell, I'm probably worse than I don't know who was the worst horror presenter ever at the Oscars. The guy, Adele Nazim, John Travolta. Yeah, how do you get Adele Nazim? Anyway, so here we go. And don't slap me, Yuki. Keep my producer's name out your mouth, Liz Shack. All right, so here we go. The nominees are 101 scariest horror movie moments of all time. Now this is on Shudder. It was really good. It was really, it was great. They went through 101 of the scariest moments. Very, very entertaining. Oh, we know the Boulet Brothers, Dragula, Titans. We encountered the Boulet Brothers, well, at least I did twice. And they were so great and nice and learned in the horror realm. Then we have Cursed Films 2. Cursed Films, man, this was amazing. They did The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
They did so many things. What was the other one that they did this year? Oh, Rosemary's Baby. That's right. And then Cursed Films 1 was amazing, too. They did The Twilight Zone, The Exorcist. Great.
They do all the remake, huh?
Yeah, and you know what was funny? They on the first season, they did, they interviewed Lloyd on the set of #Shakespeare's Shitstorm, which we worked on.
We worked on, yeah.
Yuki was the production designer. How was that?
It was a tough movie to work.
Yeah, it's hard. Trauma movies are hard to work on, but they're very fun in the end.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs.
Oh, you nominated?
We're nominated.
Well, then we know who the winner is, no?
No, because Queer for Fear is the next nominee.
Oh.
And that's an amazing documentary as well, also streaming on Shudder.
Oh.
So these nominees, this is such a hard category.
Hard to pick, then, yeah.
But I have an envelope here,
Oh.
and I'm going to give it to Yuki and have him open and see who wins.
Am I opening it now?
You got to open it, or else we'll just be sitting here forever. Come on, Yuki. Okay, we'll do the music.
See the lady, you know.
I want to sing My Heart Will Go On, but they'll get dinged on YouTube. And also, we'll bleep out any curses in case we did, because I know YouTube has been very... Here we go, the drum roll, please.
Oh my god, we won!
Yuki!
The Last Drive-In!
The Last Drive-In won an Oscar. We don't even have a speech.
No, I'm not ready for this.
You're not ready, but what would you say to the people? This is such an honor. What would you say?
Well, thank you. And then I'm not thanking to my manager and agent because I don't have them. Is that cool?
And I don't think that you're going to thank God because you don't believe in God, but that's fine. Anybody who believes in God, we appreciate and support you. I would like to say to our fellow nominees, what a category. I mean, to be up against... I mean,
it's all the winner, I think.
Yeah, everybody's a winner. I mean, and of course, Joe Bob and Darcy, Matt Mangiarides, Justin Martell, Austin Jennings, all the people behind the scenes at The Last Drive-In, Kevin Quigley, who's our amazing DP.
Oh, the DP,
so many people, so many. How many names can we name? All of them, right? I'm spacing on them.
Too many to name. I don't
So
even
many.
remember everybody. So
It's amazing. Plus Buttertree Studios, where we
that's
shoot.
right. They're big help. Yeah.
They're amazing. I mean, so many people, so many talented people who come together to make The Last Drive-In. And to be honest, I always say this, if I wasn't on the show, I'd be a fan. And that's, I think sometimes it shines through when we make the show, is that almost every single person on the set knew Joe Bob beforehand, as a love for these kind of movies, and we make it as good as we possibly can.
Yes.
But where's my nominee for Best Song? No, I didn't get nominated for no song. Yeah, I put out 17 songs this year. No nominations. I'm a very bitter.
Yeah, that's no. Well, do they get the category?
No, I don't think so.
Best of scary music category.
That should be the best scary weirdo who makes music.
Well, if you say so, there's no best art direction then. Best of scary art direction.
There you go. You should get best scary art direction. All right, now we're being ungrateful. But you know what the shortest Oscar speech of all time is?
No.
Thank you.
Oh.
So thank you guys.
Thank you guys. Yes.
Oscars.
Hogzilla.
Oh, Yuki and John's Patreon buffet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yuki and John's Patreon buffet.
Hogzilla.
Wait, what were we doing again? Oh,
I forgot.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Honestly, I will say I
Yuki.
download every single song John has made for The Last Drive-In. My favorite being the Spookies rap.
Yeah, and he was nominated for Best Soundtrack. Yuki was nominated for Best Production Design.
Honestly, you've seen me. I love to detail my car, polish it, and I'm usually getting down to the Spookies rap when I do it.
And Mr. Lobo, you're correct. It does seem like a conflict of interest, and normally I would not have somebody who's winning present that award, but they do the show called Yuki Reacts, and I just thought too good to be true. I couldn't pass up on that. John, please don't tell Yuki who the winner is. Let him genuinely react. And John agreed.
That's the most surprised I've ever seen Yuki.
Yeah, he didn't even know they were nominated. And since I had...
And this is the most surprised I've ever seen you.
Ah, slapped. Keep my Nakamura out of your mouth.
You got a super chat.
Oh, Sally
and it's
the
a
zombie.
corgi. We love corgis.
We do love corgis.
Our dog's part corgi.
Yeah, and Ian from Cowboy Bebop's a corgi, and that's why I'm so proud that my dog's part corgi.
Thank you, Sally.
Thank you, Sally. And yes, Hogzilla.
Hogzilla.
And you are correct. Darcy is very dedicated. I think everybody on that show is very dedicated, and that's really does show through. So I was cool that they agreed to do that. And like I said, normally I wouldn't have them do that category, but Yuki reacts. I couldn't pass that up. And John agreed. So thank you guys over at the last drive-in. You know, we're all mutants over here. We love it. And they agreed to do it before we even knew what the winners were.
Breasts and beasts.
Yeah, I love all three of those things. And like I said, they agreed to do it before we even knew who the winners were, so I just thought, Yuki reacting to winning, good idea. All right. So
and we love Yuki.
There's only a few more things to do. We got to get those actors out of the way. And before we
director, movie, we out.
Before we get to the, the normal size actors, let's get the bite size. Let's get those kids out there. And what do kids love? They love candy. They love CarnageCandyy. So send it over to CarnageCandyy, aka Lizzie, for Best Child Actor.
Hello, thank you guys so much for having me. Like they said, I'm CarnageCandyy, and I'm going to be announcing the nominees and winner for Best Child Actor in Horror 2022. So the nominees are McKenna Grace for The Bad Seed Returns, Raquel Lenora for The Innocents, Mason Thames and Madeline McGray for The Black Phone, Sinting for Incantation, Zachary Arthur for the Chucky series, Theory for The Hatching, and Priya Fergus for Stranger Things and The Curse of Bridge Hollow. And the Oscar goes to Mason Thames and Madeline McGraw for The Black Phone. So congratulations to our winners. I actually loved this film. I thought that all the kids in this film did such a fantastic job. So I myself am personally happy that they won. Again, thank you, Horror Addicts, for inviting me to another year of the Oscars. Bye.
So, I mean, you might rot your teeth doing it, but go over and just binge watch CarnageCandyy. She's got some great shit on there.
I love Lizzie.
Lizzie is great, and she's a big Scream fan.
Huge Scream fan. She has the Scream Jiffy Pop.
I mean, that's where the name CarnageCandyy comes from.
Scream 2.
Exactly. And, she's down in Vegas. That's where she lives. But our friend Rich, Movie Massacre, is down there too, and I hope they're both winning big tonight, regardless of what they're doing. Thank you, Lizzie. Great job.
And The Black Phone was such a child-led movie. I mean, you really needed the kids to be good in that.
They had to be good, and that's why I'm glad they won. Not just those two main kids. They were the focus, and they did an amazing job. They deserve that award, but all the kids.
Was, like a little badass.
The little badass
I
beat up
loved
the bullies.
him. He was cool.
And even the bullies, though. They were like, every kid in that movie did their job so well. And you don't see that. Like, I remember in the 80s, like Goonies and Monster Squad were like, kid actors were just good in the 80s. And then for a while there, it just seemed like not so much. But I have to say, in The Black Phone, it was really real. And there's a lot of kid-on-kid violence in that movie. And a lot of people probably can't handle. But that reminds me of like days when me and my sister were young. And we were like that. We fought. We're scrappy little fucks. And so I love The Black Phone. Good job, kids. Good job, Lizzie. All right, now it's time to move on to the other Gory. Not this Gory, but the Gory Bits. Our friend Daniel, who does Gory Bits, and he will tell us who the best actor is.
2022 has been an amazing year for the horror genre. We've had so many great movies last year.
There'll be more, many more.
2022 brought us twisted cannibals, werewolves, barbarians, retaliators, terrifiers, evil children, zombies, and whatever the fuck that thing was. Anyways, my name is Daniel Weemas, and I am here to list off the nominees for the Best Actor in this year's Oscars. It's a good thing I'm doing last year's nominees, because let's be honest, if we list off the nominees for this year already, we already know who's going to win. Spoiler alert, it's Cocaine Bear. or is it? And the nominees are Ethan Hawke for The Black Phone, Ray Fiennes for The Menu, Daniel Kaluuya for Nope, Gael Garcia Bernal for Werewolf by Night, Sebastian Stan for Fresh, David Arquette for Scream 5, Rory Kinnear for Men, Rowan Campbell for Halloween Ends, and Morton Burrian for Speak No Evil. And the Oscar goes to Ethan Hawke for The Black Phone. Congratulations to the winner and all the nominees.
I also loved Ethan Hawke in Moon Knight.
Ethan Hawke just was doing a great job. I mean, I voted for David Arquette because you can't kill David Arquette. God damn it! My bucket list is to wrestle him before I retire.
Say that to Scream 5.
Yeah, well, Scream 5 don't know shit when it comes to David Arquette because I want to wrestle that motherfucker. Anyways.
Watch the documentary called You Can't Kill David Arquette to see how he trained to become a real professional wrestler.
Exactly. Like in Scream 5, they show him in kind of like his baggy clothes and he like limps around like he's broken, which he should be. Dewey is. The character Dewey is really broken from all the stab wounds he's had. But in real life, he was ripped as shit underneath that baggy clothes because David Arquette redeemed himself in the world of pro wrestling. But no, Ethan Hawke, I have to admit, the dude knows how to act.
He's so good.
Flawless
So good. Such a great villain. And I'm so glad we finally got to see that performance from him because he's so good at being creepy.
And I'm glad that Disney had the balls to release a black and white movie. Like, Werewolf by Night was great. I loved Ted. I loved the werewolf. It was just really good. All those performances, from Nope to everything else, good stuff. But yes, Ethan Hawke, when we were at Hollywood Horror Nights, and I have to admit, when we were in the Black Phone maze, that was some scary ass shit.
The best jump scares of the night, for sure.
Yeah, that mask, flawless mask. It's so cool. So good job, Ethan Hawke. You scared the shit out of those kids until they eventually fought back and killed you. But hey, what do we got? We got Haunted by Horror, Cheers by Fears. People are still sticking around. I know it's getting late. We're almost done.
We're almost there. 3 more awards.
We got a couple more. So let's send it over to RainbowFRIGHT for Best Actress.
Welcome, fellow Stardust, and happy Women in Horror Month. My name is DeRay, aka RainbowFRIGHT, lover of all things dark, creepy, and weird, and I could not be more honored to present this year's award for Best Horror Actress. This was an incredible year for horror. It was almost impossible to vote. We got hardcore gore at the theaters, creatures popping out of eggs, witches living in the woods, witches who shapeshift, romance horror, men giving birth, revenge horror, and so much more. Now, let's get into the nominees for the Best Horror Actress of 2022. Mia Goth for Pearl and X, Amber Midthunder for Prey, Anya Taylor-Joy for The Menu, Kiki Palmer for Nope, Sosie Bacon for Smile, Daisy Edgar-Jones for Fresh, Rebecca Hall for Resurrection, Georgina Campbell for Barbarian, and Jenna Ortega for X, Scream 5, Studio 66, and the Wednesday series. And the winner for Best Horror Actress of 2022 is Mia Goth for X and Pearl. She certainly got my vote. And thank you to Horror Addicts for allowing me to present once again. Enjoy the rest of the show. Peace.
Okay, so for those that were upset that Mia Goth didn't win Horror Hottie, she at least got the actress, and she killed it in both
And
Pearl
I
and...
need that shirt that Confused Reviews has.
Oh yeah, the Mia Goth fan club or whatever shirt that he has.
Mia.
RainbowFRIGHT, thank you so much. You did a great job. And I love your envelope, by the way. That is so cool. So
2 more awards.
Yeah, not much left. Mia Goth, both Pearl and X.
I love her,
Pearl
and
special.
she made a really great article recently about how horror is snubbed at the Oscars.
Oh, exactly.
And I'm glad she got the recognition she deserves here.
Exactly. And all the women that were nominated, all did so good. And I learned something today. I learned that Sosie Bacon is related to Kevin Bacon.
Things you shouldn't admit during a live stream. That's what you should have been slapped for.
Bacon. So, good job, all those ladies. Amber Midthunder and Prey. Everybody killed it. Yeah, Menu, Taylor. They were all great. So, I just want to say thank you, ladies. You killed it. You all deserve recognition. But I have to say, Mia Goth worked twice as hard as everyone can, and she's already doing it this year as well.
Next year, she's got to be nominated for Infinity Pool.
Infinity Pool and Maxine, I think, right?
Jesus,
That's coming out this year as well. So
they
yeah.
just released a new poster that shows what she looks like in that movie. I cannot wait.
Infinity Pool was an amazing movie so far. It's like high on my list of what has already come out. So, and I'm sure
It's dark, but
and
really good.
if Maxine's in the same realm as Pearl and X, I'm assuming it's gonna be great too. So there we go. All right.
I need a doctor.
Yeah, is Wolfula even in? Like, I have not heard from him. I hope he's ready. This has actually got me very nervous.
He was kind of saying he might not be able to participate this year.
He was up all night last night working on his Scream 6 review, which after the show, go check out. But is he ready to present? Let's hope.
I don't know.
Let's hope.
Let's check in.
Oh, greetings. I'm your not host, Dr. Wolfula, presenting the Best Director Award at the 2023 Oscars. Now, I'm gonna be real with you folks. I didn't prepare at all for this. This whole thing completely snuck up on me, but I'm gonna try my best here. Now, I'm gonna be honest again, I was sent a list of the nominees and the winner for this Best Director Award, but I lost the list, much to my great shame. I apologize in advance for my unprofessionalism. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm gonna make up a bunch of nominees, and I'll just go with my gut and call a winner. It worked out for La La Land, and it'll work out just fine here, too. Alright, now let's do this. So, the nominees for Best Horror Director of 2022 are, Zach Cregger for Barbarian. Yeah, that feels right. Yeah, that sounds like a movie that came out last year. Yeah. I think this guy was in Whitest Kids You Know, though, so that seems off, but let's just keep going. What other movie? Ty West for X and Pearl. Okay, being nominated for 2 movies the same year seems a little unfair, but life is unfair, okay? You know, you gotta roll with the punches. Next up, Jordan Peele, for Nope. I don't know why this movie was called Nope. The whole time I was watching it, I just kept saying yep. I was really annoying everyone else in the theater. Mark Mylod for The Menu. Okay, Mylod doesn't sound like a real last name. I might be making it up. I don't know. The Addams Family for Hellbender. I really have my fingers crossed that Gomez and Morticia will win Best Director this year. They're overdue. David Gordon Green for Halloween Ends. He really brought a lot of emotion out of Michael Myers. David Cronenberg for Crimes of the Future. You know, the real crime of the future is if he doesn't win this award. And finally, Dario Argento for Dark Sunglasses. He's still got it, but not necessarily this award, but he's still got it. And the Oscar for Best Director goes to, let me think. Okay. Don't want to mess this up. Okay, and the Oscar for Best Director 2022 goes to Ty West for X and Pearl. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that sounds like a good answer. Ty West. That sounds like a winner to me. Congratulations to Ty West for totally winning the Best Director Award. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now. Bye.
I can't wait to meet the Addams family at CryptoCon.
Yeah, Morticia and Gomez almost won an award
Hey,
there.
Dr. Wolfula came through.
I mean, did he really forget? I don't know. Maybe he really had me waiting until like this morning. Maybe he really forgot. Maybe he was just very committed to the bit. I'm not sure, but
You calling Dr. Wolfula a liar?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Them's fighting words, night.
I was tricked. Either way. There you go. There's your double slap. Slaps giving is back, baby.
It's like
All
a
right.
quadruple slap at this point.
Thank
I
you.
just love to slap my husband. Special abuse coming back 2023.
Yeah, you're like what's her name from The Scream Queens.
Okay, I'm glad you went with that. You almost got slapped again.
From saying what's her name from Scream Queens?
Which one?
The one that, beat up her boyfriend all the time.
He probably deserved it.
She was also on, the horror thing.
What horror thing?
I don't know. Anyway.
Emma Roberts?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, Emma Roberts. That's who you are.
One more award, guys! Can you feel it?
And congratulations.
The anticipation! The air is thick with it.
We gotta congratulate Ty West first. He made 2 great movies in 1 year.
He's only made 2? Did you not see House of the Devil? What, did you not see The Innkeepers?
Were those this year?
Did you see You're Next?
Were those this year?
You said he's made 2. You didn't
year.
say this year. You didn't
I did too say this year.
You didn't say it. You're a flippin' liar.
Rewind. Go back and tell her she's wrong in the comments.
I'm not wrong.
Anyways. Keeping Dr.
Keep
Wolfula
that
out
Dr. Wolfula out of your mouth.
We love Dr. Wolfula.
We love him.
And we really appreciate the hard work that he puts on this. He doesn't have to do this. He's Dr. fucking Wolfula, and he does it anyways because he's such a fucking cool guy. And we love Ghoulish too. Go make sure to check out his channel if you haven't. It's he's been doing a lot of stuff.
Addams
revising
Family.
it. Yeah, exactly. Addams Family, Scooby-Doo. And like we said, Dr. Wolfula has a great Scream 6 review. Check that out when this is over if you can. I know he was up all night working on it. And
now,
tomorrow night, check out my Scream 6 review. It'll be right here on this channel.
Oh, yeah.
So,
will I be there?
Yeah, and so will Doug Nunn from the Time Capsule.
Holy balls!
It'll be great. But, yeah, let's get to the last award.
Glamour Gold? Me too. Love it.
All right. I don't know if Tony's still around. He might have went to sleep, and that's fine. He can catch it tomorrow. But let's check out Hack the Movies.
Hack the Movies. Every time I hear that, I think of Hack the Planet.
Exactly.
Hack the Movies.
This is the best horror movie of 2022. You people voted and nominated.
How many you people?
The horror community.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hi everyone, Tony from Hack the Movies here, and I couldn't be happier to present the award for Best Horror Film of 2022. And the nominees are Nope, The Black Phone, Pearl, X, Barbarian, Terrifier 2, Fresh,
Fuck this shit.
and Prey.
I can kill it.
And the scare goes to Terrifier 2. Let's give a round of applause for Terrifier 2, right? I don't have an award to give to anyone. I don't know what happens next. Do you just cut?
Yeah, you just cut. It's
You
okay.
just
We got
cut.
the award right here. Here you go, Terrifier 2. You are the AHHSCARES Best Horror Movie of 2022.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
So many great awards handed out tonight. Bruce Campbell winning, Terrifier 2 winning. Just so many awesome presenters as well. Thank you, Hack the Movies. Thank you, Screaming Soup. Thank you, Mr. Lobo. Thank you, everyone. I can't name you all. I just fucking
Sally
love...
the Zombie Cheerleader.
Yes, I love you all so much.
CarnageCandyy.
Exactly.
Drumdums.
Exactly. There's Jason Takes Omegle. There's 34 of them.
The horror couple.
And it's been a stressful, crazy night.
All right, come on,
But
come on.
I love it. And I just want to thank you all. The AHHSCARES wouldn't be the AHHSCARES without all you.
What is this?
What do you mean? We want... Oh, yeah. You
We
want
we need party tie.
party.
Party tie. What is this? Not there. We go. Party tie.
Party
Woo!
tie.
He's spry as fuck.
Good God. Everybody we've had in the past too, like Joe Bob showing up. So many fucking great presenters. And thank you for making 6 years of AHHSCARES. Can't wait for the 7th one. Can't wait for the people who present that year. We love you. We fucking love the horror community. We love horror. And that's all that matters. That's what brings us together is all this bloodshed.
We watch a horror movie every day.
Exactly. I'm 0 days sober because I watch a horror movie every day. And I just want to thank all you mofos for just making this worth it. Like, this is so great. I'm not going to lie. This show, the AHHSCARES, is a bigger event than this channel. And I owe it all to all of you. The people who watch, the people who nominate, the people who vote, the people who present. I owe it to all of you. Thank you so damn much.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, take it off.
Woo!
All right. We'll see you tomorrow night for our Scream 6 review. Like I said, go check out these channels, though. If you saw somebody tonight that you never heard of, subscribe, because they have great content. If you saw a movie that you never heard of tonight, it was worth checking out because it wouldn't have got nominated otherwise.
Pussy Cake.
Pussy Cake, exactly. A great movie. All these great presenters, all these great movies. Cheers to you, mofos.
And for you, a slap.
Oh, yeah, because we got to slap. We got to
Why not? We slap because we love. We slap because we love.
Yeah, not because we hate Chris Rock, because we love horror. All right. So, cut.